一つでも I am reawakened for revenge こう叫んでるルーにだって
They drew up and spit you out Statue of live body count Oh 以上的歌词破头伸手 Yeah 迷离希望的黑洞伸手 I give back the light It give me what I please You yes no you are all
Cause I'm back in this game So let's go 与えられたシナリオ一緒 Cause I'm back in this game We can survive もうダークときスマッシュ The hand is right The day inside
Dream one day on a Monday bullshit
Never go
Sort of a crescendo See a window I'm not gonna story Yeah It's a tornado And I won't go shallow
知らないとだぜ
I'm a player Super slayer
Cause I'm back in this game So let's go Alright, hazing down Signs on the shore Cause I'm back in this game We can survive 分かちたいま見えて Run, Chris high The day inside
Gonna trap it Gonna trap it Gonna stack it Yeah I'm tap it
強くなれる理由を知った僕を連れて進め泥だらけのその通りをくわばる心震える手は掴みたいものがあるそれだけさ夜の匂いに空に選んでも変わっていけるのは自分自身だけそれだけさ強くなれる理由を知った僕を連れて進めどうしたって消せない夢も止まれない今も誰かのために強くなれるなら何度でも立ち上がれ世界に打ちのめされた中の意味を知ったグレーの花咲き誇れ運命を照らしてIt's the mommy, it's the mommy, yeah, 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 yeah. Bam bam, bam 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 bam.
実力を発揮しきる前に相手の方がバックれて暮らし明るきるハートのペリハッピー明らかにダントツでピカイチ相変わらず脱皮してる毎日プリンプリン誰の七光もいらないお前のアイスよりアイス俺パッと見できないことばっかりだけどペリハッピー呆れてる呆れてる周り恵まれてる家族友達もう反則的タッチ君ら俺に任せとけばいい教科書にない問題知りない超パッとなましない Listen
鏡を鏡答えちゃって
プロベスタンダベスト
生身のままいけるとこまで
トゥラネクストゥラ一番上 Nothing can brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom Brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom Brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom トゥラネクストゥラ一番上 Hey hey 俺のままでいるだけで超フレックス Hey hey 誰も口を挟めない Hey hey 俺のままでいるだけで超フレックス Hey hey 誰も口挟ませないいやいやいや学歴もない前科もない余裕でこの存在自体が文化財なのびそ高級車は買える免許はない愛車全国各地揺らす一品このベロがブリンブリンバレットならまた関西なまり生身のことだま音楽幸運処理の女神声もサンバだバンバン漫画みたいな体まんまで張り合いてしまってる漫画圧倒的力この頭と口からこの体たるは履いてないこの面に傷もついてない繰り返しやらかしてくため次回かつい年利を刻むしはブリンバンバンブリンバンバンブリンバンバンボン俺のままでブリンしてバンしてバンするためにボンしてきて日本
鏡を鏡答えちゃって
プロベスタンダベスト
生身のままいけるとこまで
トゥラネクストゥラ一番上 Nothing can brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom Brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom Brim bam bam brim bam bam brim bam bam boom トゥラ ぞ宇宙へゴー最先端の宇宙音この手に掴むよすっとんきょに笑ってたいちんぷんかはなれっこだい I can get no satisfaction 退屈は因子になる重くて落ちちゃう前にワクワクの羽広げ次の世界へ行こう可能性のドアはロックされたままやれやれ今度も壁をぶち破る今の限界突破叫べヘロヘロがあった無敵のオイラがそこで待っているドラゴンボールスーパー全王様もおったまげ生まれた花の名前も知らずに地に落ちた鳥は風を待ちわびる祈ったところで何も変わらない今を変えるのは戦う覚悟だ屍踏み越えて進む道を笑うんだよ家畜の雨興味を反映し世界の自由を囚われた屈辱は反撃の殺した衝撃のその体獲物を送るイエーガーほどばしい衝を共にその身を焼きながら黄昏に火を浮かす船の湯や
Okay. Let's see if we're up and running across the board. Looks like Master Roshi is working for Dave. Whether or not he will regret that decision as the evening goes on is another story. But for now, the bot seems to be working. Good evening, everybody. It is Saturday, and we are in what I'm hoping is our new time slot. I'm not going to lie. I almost forgot I was supposed to stream today. I sat down and I watched the Royal Rumble with friends in the Discord, and that show wrapped up at like Jesus. Okay. Fluffy, thank you very much for the 100-bit cheer, and apparently the second one coming in on the combo. Fluffy, thank you very much for the 200-bit cheer, sir. Greatly appreciate the support. It is our last day of January. We may squeak in a couple extra over the course of the evening. Lord only knows. Oh, I need to do... Give me a second, chat. I don't think anybody's going to bother with this, but if I don't use it, I don't use it. So we're going to do this now. And we're going to get this out of the way. And we do the thing. And there. And we do that. And then we do that. Okay. So just an FYI, I think I'm only going to bring this up once, and then life is going to go on. Gifted subs are 35% off if you buy a 5-pack or more. That's pretty much the only time I'm going to bring this up. Twitch keeps emailing, and they're just like, you didn't use any of the things. I'm like, all right, bro. no problem. So I gotta put that in there, and if anybody takes me up on it, by all means, more power to you. It's pretty much like 2016 pricing at the 35% off, so it's a win-win. But hello, friendo, how are you? Welcome on in. Good evening. How are we doing? I need to get TikTok up and running, and then we will be off to the races. In the last spot, what are you getting up to today, Butta? Good evening. How's it going? We'll have to do that, and then we'll do the things with rivals, and we'll make sure that TikTok is working, and then we're good to go. Just some house stuff. How's your day been? My day's actually been super uneventful, and I'm all about it. Like, no word of a lie. Give me a quick second. Let me just take care of this thing one time. I gotta get the chat up and running for TikTok. Activate source. Dennis, what is going on, sir? How you doing? Welcome on in, my friend. We're always happy to hear Dennis LA1219 in the house. And we're gonna do a quick test on this side, and it looks to be good to go. Okay, we are up and running on all 3 platforms. I am glad to hear it. There we go. TikTok is ass, but I love it. TikTok's great. I'm never gonna hate on TikTok ever. I mean, like, you all have new TikTok overlords as of like a week ago, so it's a little bit different story. You may not like TikTok when it becomes the super spy machine, but until it is a super spy machine, you're kind of in an okay spot. So, you know, run with it while you can, and then go for it from there. But for now, it's great. TikTok's great. I'm all about it. Give me all the TikTok, whatever possible. But yeah, I had a super uneventful day. I slept in, and like for me, sleeping in is like 9:30. But I slept in and I got some chores done. I sat back and I watched the wrestling. I watched WWE Royal Rumble with everybody in the Discord for like 4.5 hours. And as I was saying, I almost forgot I was supposed to stream, because like this is the new time slot for Thursdays, and Saturdays changed in that we're doing evening streams now. I was thinking of doing Fridays as well, but I like the idea of being able to just like go out on my Friday night, whether I want to go out for dinner or anything like that. And I went out for dinner last night, and I had tacos that exploded my brain. We can talk about that later. But I'm just like sitting back, and I almost like fell asleep on the sofa. Like the show was over, and I was like, oh, you know, I could get a little nappy nap. It's not a big deal. Set a little timer, and I was like, wait a minute. I've streamed today. I'm not getting any nappy nap. There is only stream. And so I had to pull my shit together. It's just like, I did not think to like have dinner. This is literally dinner. This is dinner. Where are we? Right here. Premier protein. This is gonna be dinner, because like I didn't think correctly. I need to be planning these things better. So we are rocking the Premier for the time being. Look at this guy streaming at reasonable times. What is going on, Chuckle? How you doing? Welcome on in. What time is it for you? 1:30 right now? I'm thinking it's about 1:30. Yes, that excellent dinner of Premier Protein. Honestly, Butta, go ahead and try to tell me where you're getting better value for 30 grams of protein at 160 calories. You're not. Like, absolutely not. That is the optimization station of shakes, and I will take it. I don't know how I'll feel when I wrap stream today and I'm famished, but we'll take that one thing at a time. I don't know what a time slot is. I just stream at a random times when I feel like it. More power to you, Hugh. That is your thing. I try to stick to a relatively consistent schedule. If I've set it down, then I try to stick to it, just so like people know like when to find you, because not everybody has like alerts on or like, you know, notifications or like anything along those lines. So I always feel it's in the best interest to like be here at the same time all the time. No, seriously, my fridge is full of Premier Protein. See, we're in the same boat. I'm glad to hear it. I've got one more case left. Is it super expensive in the States to buy Premier Protein? I think that they've gone up about 30% in the last year, maybe 18 months. Because I know what I used to buy it for, and I definitely can't get it at that price anymore. Even my Costco has raised the prices of Premier, because they introduced like their own brand at the same macros, and they've undercut Premier. But I'm just like, I really like Premier. I like the chocolate specifically. They had cookies and cream in the States when I was there in 2024. I got cookies and cream, and I thought it was awful. I thought for sure I would love cookies and cream. No, No shot whatsoever. It was not my thing at all. Then there's me who had chicken parm actual dinner. I'm very proud of you, Brayconic. I'm glad to know that you had the chicken parm. Do you make it yourself? Does your family make it? How does that work? Do you get it on a plate with a side of spaghetti, or do you slam it into a bun? What are we thinking there? I'm in the finishing stages of brewing my turkey chili. Okay. We in there. Is this your first batch for the winter, Dennis? I know that you were really, really high on turkey chili in the wintertime. I do tend to do a weekend morning and Wednesday afternoon, but I don't know how to schedule streams on Twitch. Well, I mean, like, they're in the calendar. Like, sit through your settings. It's worth your while. My family makes it, and we use mashed potatoes with chicken parm. Okay, I mean, like, starch is starch. More power to you. That would not typically be my first choice for chicken parm, but what do I know? Everybody gets to do their own thing. This is my first bet. Yeah, because I remember me saying that my camera is misaligned. I remember you saying that you are typically, there we go, a man who enjoys turkey chili in significant batches during the cold weather months. And here we are. Did you put anything different in it, Dennis, or do you stick to the typical formula? I actually couldn't tell you how much it is. It goes all over the place with Amazon. Oh, do you order from Amazon? We cannot order Premier Protein from Amazon. That would be super helpful. But Canadians, I buy mine from either Walmart or I buy it from Costco. And I think like a 12-pack is $38, I think. Yeah, I think a 12-pack is $38. Could be wrong. Somewhere in that ballpark. My son just bought $50 worth of bits on my phone. There's no shot, Vinsuke! Tell me you're kidding. Tell me you're kidding, buddy. Can you get it refunded? There's so many layers to buying bits. How did he buy $50 worth? You're serious. Oh, damn. I mean, like, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm looking into it. Yeah, man, I would look into getting that refunded. Contact support, especially if you don't use it. Like, contact support, be like, hey, here's the deal. My toddler, I think that's the proper term. But like, my toddler bought bits and I do not want this. I have my PayPal link to Twitch, so it's not hard to get bits. It's a few taps, but yeah, I'm putting in. Yeah, man, that's not chump change. $50 is not chump change. You know what I mean? That is like, that can make or break a lot of people. You know, especially end of the month, beginning of the month, whatever you want to call it. I would most definitely pursue a ticket and see if Twitch can help you out. Because even if you absorb, did you submit it with Twitch or did you submit it with PayPal? Because I'm assuming, Miss Keijo, thank you very much for the like on TikTok. How are you, friendo? Yeah, that half the bill. That's what I'm saying. You know, like my budget for Twitch is typically about $50 for the month. And like, that's to account for I account for like Discord Nitro for that, and make sure that like certain people that I subscribe to every month are like taken care of and all that kind of stuff. Like $50 is not chump change, you know? So I would definitely pursue that, buddy. Worst comes to worst, I'll never buy bits again and be very frugal with the spend. Yeah, man. I mean, like, whatever works for you, you know, but I think at the end of the day, assuming nothing is spent, and especially if you're submitting a ticket within minutes of the transaction, that either Twitch, I'm assuming it's either Twitch or PayPal, would be able to address that for you. I'm assuming you're going to have to go through Twitch first, because PayPal is like, you would have to submit a ticket to PayPal saying it was fraud. Oh, it's going to get so messy. And the investigations take forever. I've only submitted one investigation to PayPal in like all my time streaming, and it took like 6 weeks, and I didn't get a resolution. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, whatever works. Keijo, are you no longer streaming? I saw you stream maybe like a month ago with, I think, your partner. Man, I hope it's your partner, not your brother. It could be wrong, you know, but I think I saw you about a month ago. You might have been baking or something, or making a gingerbread house. It was like one of the two. But either which way, we're always happy to see Miss Keijo in the house. She is a longtime friend. Life just got in the way. That was ah! Fuck, man. Should have gone with the brother first. We're drinking spike cock. Fuck my life. Hey, you know, right, Dennis? Like, bro, as soon as the word partner came out of my mouth, I'm just like, you're probably in the wrong here. It's probably your brother, but you don't know, and you didn't think to ask at the time, and now you can only look like a jackass, and here we are. Sometimes you just gotta hold that shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, PayPal can be a pain to. Yeah, man, I've only dealt with PayPal once. And it's just like, that just went on forever, like forever. And they're just like, nah, bro, hold that shit. And I was out about $50. I use an editing suite, an online editing suite, and I typically was paying $6 a month for it. And I ended up paying $60, as in like for a full year subscription. And I was just like, I did not do this. I did not sign up for this. I don't change it because I didn't change anything in the account. I've been paying the same $6 a month for like a year, and all of a sudden I get this bill for $60, and I'm like, I didn't order this. And I went to them first. I went to the editing software first, the online editor, and they're just like, no, this is your transaction. Look at the transaction, and sure, they sent me a receipt for their fucking fraud. And I was like, okay. Cool. I'm just going to go to PayPal. And there are times, honest to God, where I'm just like, I should just throw everything on my fucking credit card. Because if I went to Amex, I'd be like, Amex, this isn't right. Amex would be like, okay. And just refund it and call it a day. I've never had an issue with American Express ever. Ever. I'm just like, it doesn't look right. I'm like, all right, cool. Here, take your money back. We'll sort it out for you, sir. All right. Thank you very much, Amex. You're the best. And like, that's the end of the story. But dealing with PayPal, it's just like one of those things. I'm just like, not gonna happen. Keijo coming in here on Twitch instead. She's left us on TikTok, or maybe she's in stereo and being surround sounded right now on both platforms. But welcome on in, Keijo. So are you, if you don't mind me asking then, are you a wrap with streaming? Are you just taking time away from streaming? Like, what are we thinking? We would all miss you very much if you are no longer ruining lives in Call of Duty or whatever you happen to be playing at any given time, or just shooting the shit and just chatting or anything like that. But yes, please excuse me. I was a poor assumption on my part. I had no idea. Should have just, sometimes you just gotta hold that shit. I should have held that shit. You know, that's just how it works. Double Dubstep, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome on in. Good day to you. I'm trying to get back into it. It's just hard working a full-time job. Are you working Monday to Fridays, or like how is that working for you, Keijo? Or are you working on weekends as well? Because I think I know what you do for a living, so it's possible you'd be working weekends as well, though I would assume that you're on a Monday to Friday, like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something in that ballpark for what you end up doing. Mostly, but on occasion, we work on weekends, emergency one. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. It's tough, like working full time. I mean, like, I'm the living proof of it. You know, like if you were to take a look around here, myself, Smothered Butter, Dennis LA1219. I'm just like looking who's in the chat right now. At least all work 40-hour weeks, and still put in somewhere between 12 to 16. Dennis might be 12 to 20 hours a week plus streaming. Dennis, you're on what? You're on 20 hours a week, about there? 5 days a week, 4 hours a shot, in that ballpark, around there. Storm Chemist, what is going on, girl? How you doing? Welcome on in. Another lovely lady joining us. Nothing, I tell you this all the time, chat. Nothing makes me happy than seeing all these lovely ladies come through the chat. Bunch of nerdy gamer girls everywhere, bringing balance to the gamer force, I swear. You know, but like, and like Buddy gets it, you know, like you're in there, you're working the 40-hour weeks, you're dealing with God knows what, with God knows who in your company or anything like that. We're not going to name any names. And you're plugging in, like in Butta's case, like she typically streams from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 12:30 or in that ballpark, 3 days a week, at least 3 days a week. You know, like those 12 hours add up. One of the reasons that I ended up changing my schedule specifically was for that reason. I was just like, the Sundays were just ruining me in terms of how I was feeling, because I would do the Friday, Saturday, and then I'd want to get up on Sunday, typically like the 11 o'clock a.m. hour. And I'm like, all right, we're going to do the stream. And it's like, I am struggling to get out of bed on the Sunday. Just, my body's like, fuck you, bro. Like, I want to sleep in. And it's not just like the sleep, like people like don't really grasp this a lot, especially if you are, and I can say this for Butta for sure, and for Dennis for sure. If you are a person who is typically very engaging, you've got to raise the bar, right? Like, you basically have to rally yourself up to be in the chair and talking to any number of people. Like, you know, we typically have anywhere between, you know, 15 and 25 people in here. Keijo, you're in the same boat. Like, Keijo, super engaging streamer. Dennis, Butta, it's like you put yourself in that seat. Like, Butta typically has around anywhere between like 30 and 40 people, and she's on top of it. Not only is she on top of it, she kind of feels bad if she misses stuff. So like, she's really on top of it. And there is an energy that you need to bring to the table to not just be able to read everything that's going on and engage with everything that's going on, but do so in a manner that is going to be holding onto the audience. You know, you don't want to be sitting there and just like, you know, whatever, you know, like no energy, because people are just going to bounce. You know, but if they're in there and they want to like be in the middle of a like energetic and enjoyable and positive conversation, you got to rally. You know, and like sometimes, and every streamer we've all been here, we're just like, okay, I promised everybody I would be here. In Butta's case, like 9 o'clock in the morning on, you know, any number of days during the week. Mishu, speaking of high energy, what is going on, bestie? How you doing? It is so cold. How cold is cold? Welcome in, Mishu. I'm a supervisor at work, so I'm constantly dealing with the customer and my team. So I've been coming home and people interactions just don't sound fun. Yeah, it's just like you just want to fall in your bed. You know, like you don't want to deal with anything else. I said high energy. I can provide you hot energy, but that's just me. You know, and eventually I tap out too. You know, that's like, buddy, you hit it on the head. You have to be on. That is the difference. If like, because like, don't get me wrong, like I said, there's tons of people out there who will still go live and they suck. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Why would you bother? You know, like, I don't understand it. Like, why are you never looking at your chat? Why is it when you look at your chat, you're giving people one-word answers as you dive back into whatever game you happen to be like diving into? It's like, why would you do this? Just play games with friends in Discord or like whatever else, you know? Like, it doesn't really make any sense. But like knowing that you have to be on, there is a mental element in which you're just like, okay, you got to, you know, you have the little talk with yourself. And I'm like, am I doing this thing? Like, are we doing this thing? And it's like, all right, I'm going to do this thing. Let's fucking go. And then you have to hope that everything else, because like, I don't know how the streamers in here. Dave's in the same boat. I'm supposed to have energy when I stream. You actually have a ton of energy when you stream. You channel it mainly into the randomizer who tells you to go fuck yourself. That's where it comes from for you. You're just like, what the fuck? Where's the thing with the stuff in the place? Why isn't it where I expect it to be? And all your energy goes that way. But you're really on top of your chat. You know, like you engage with everybody, you have like great stories and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, like you're in that spot. But like every streamer has been there. It is like half an hour. It may not even be half an hour. You may be sitting at your desk with all your setup and the whole thing. And it's just like, all you have to do is hit the live button and you're just like, no, I can't. You know, sometimes you break through. You break on through to the other side. And you're just like, all right, let's do this thing. But there's other times you're just like, I don't got it. Like, I do not have it. And you feel like that sense of disappointment because you feel that there are going to be people who are looking forward to seeing you, you know, and hearing from you and engaging with you. But sometimes you just don't have it in the tank. Again, especially like if you are, like in Keijo's case, she's customer facing. You know, in Dennis's case, to a limited extent, he's customer facing. You know, Dave deals with assholes all the time. You know, like there's any number of elements that are going on here. I'm in Agile. I'm sorry, Keijo. Sorry, friendo. 3 minutes. It can be really, really difficult, you know, to like rally yourself and like get the ball rolling and do the thing. It's okay. I have TikTok. That's super smart. That's actually super, super smart. You're going to Agile. So there's a lot of folks that are going to Agile right now. Just an FYI, if you happen to have a Twitch Prime sub and you'd care to burn in the channel as you join the fight against ads, you're more than welcome to do so. If you have the affordability for a tier 1 sub to join the fight against ads. You're also welcome to do so as well. Either which way. Yo, Sasquatch. Sasquatch coming on in here with the gifted sub to Miss Keijo. Miss Keijo, welcome back to the Super Saiyans. Enjoy spreading my stupid face all over Twitch once again and joining the fight against ads. Thank you very much, Sasquatch, for the generosity, buddy. Greatly appreciate that. It can be so tough. It can be so tough to to go live. I was gifted a sub, so I'm paying it for, and I appreciate that, bud. We had a very generous month. There's no other way to put it. I mean, like, I ended up in tears on that day because I was actually overwhelmed by the sheer amount of generosity that came through on that day. But over the course of the month, this channel has experienced not just like generosity in that regard, but just like growth. Like, we had more people, because I'm a stats nerd, we had more people follow the channel in January than any month in this channel since 2019. And it was just a lot of little things going right. A lot of really great folks coming through with raids, and it just, a lot of things just kind of clicked. It was a great month. It was a great month. Like, I was talking with Mishu and Kitty in like the mod channel like a couple of weeks ago. I'm just like, it feels like 6 years ago. I guess like 7 years ago now. When this channel was like at its kind of like peak. Are you going to play today? Want to keep learning? Yes, I will be playing today, Dubstep. I would suggest that you probably play a few games without us. And I will let you know when I'm going to go. You know how it is up in here. We're always got the Yap session first, buddy. But I will definitely be playing a little bit later on. I randomly saw the rainbow maple leaf on my Twitch landing page, and that's how I found you. And you know what the thing is, Sasquatch? I'm really glad that you brought that up. We used to have basically the same logo in red and black, and that's how it's always, because, you know, Canadian and all that kind of stuff. And welcome in everybody who's coming back from the ad break. It used to be red and black, and I had a mock-up made. This is a while ago now. This is maybe like 5 or 6 years ago for Pride Month, and we had a rainbow flag that was, you know, constructed or designed, I should say, because this has always been an ally channel. You know, right to the point that, like, even when I was discussing things beforehand, because we used to like use like certain tags, and it was very important to my friends within like the LGBTQ IA plus community that I only use like particular tags, and one of them was like ally. You want to make sure that you're an ally. You don't want to use the tag because like you are sending an impression that way. And I'm just like, I want to make sure that everybody knows this is a great space for everyone. It's an inclusive space right across the board. And so I had it up, and then this wasn't last year. This was, well, technically last year. It's 2025. Welcome back from Ad Jail. I was having a discussion with Grayscology, and I had the Jesus Christ.
領域展開無料空所
Jesus Christ, Smother Butter coming on in here with 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Butter. And they went to all regulars: Xenovision, Shatterhue, Dawn Excalibur. Actually, 4 out of 5 regulars. Oh, wow. I have not seen Kanoke in ages. And the Slaughterhouse. Again, Butter, that is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much for that. Shatterhue, you got the hookup. You get to join the fight against ads right there. Thanks to Smothered Butter. Big thanks to Butter. Greatly appreciate the support. Mishu, thank you very much. Appreciate that as well. But Grayscology came to us, and like I talk about Grayscology all the time and how good of a person they are. And Grayscology came to me, and he saw that I had if you look in the Discord as well, we have a rainbow flag in the Discord, or a rainbow icon in the Discord for the Discord logo. And he's just like, how would you feel if I updated your logo? And I was just like, you know, like right now I don't have the budget to like update the logo. He's like, no, this would be like entirely free of charge. And so I'm like, okay. And I went to the mods first. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this because like design work is expensive. I cannot stress this enough. If you are getting things like emotes done or like logos done or like anything along those lines, graphic design is intensive work. Do not undercut, do not underpay people who are doing graphic design work for you. It is a long and in many cases arduous process, and you want to make sure that people are compensated accordingly. Okay, I'm just putting that out there right now. So I went to the mods and I was like, hey, how do we feel about this? Grayscology is somebody who has been extraordinarily generous to this channel over the course of the last year. I personally felt like I may be taking advantage of their generosity. And they're just like, you know what? This is going to a good space. It's going to the facet that we want everybody to know this is an inclusive space more than anything else. And so we went back to Grayskull. I'm like, okay, bud, this is the situation. Like I said, I'm very, very sorry. I don't have it in budget right now to do this. I'm like, this is a great opportunity right here to be like, hey, are you sure you want to put in the time for this? You know, and he's like, yeah, absolutely. This is going to the right space. I want to do this thing. And so Grayskull came back, and the logo that we have, like right across the board, is the logo that Grayscology designed back in April of 2025, and it's never changing. I always want everybody to feel that this is a place to hang out. You never have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's enough spaces on Twitch that really push that facet. I think that every channel should. I think that every channel should probably be ostracizing anyone who is attempting to undercut that particular element of safety in this platform. But that's something unto itself. I'm a very big believer in cut the cancer immediately. Bring the hammer down on anybody who is trying to be a bully. Bring the hammer down on anybody who is just like harassing anybody else. Get her done. You know what I mean? Like, we want everybody to always feel welcome up in here. Yo, football kid, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Miss Adam H, how are you, friendo? Welcome on in as well. And like, this is how it's always been. So like, again, like Sasquatch, I'm super happy that you found the space. I'm glad that you just like jumped in there, like, you know, dove right into the deep end, making sure to say hello. We've learned so much about like your dad and during his recovery, and how much like you're enjoying like ice hockey, like, or I should say like, yeah, it is ice hockey, but like college level ice hockey or just like semi-pro level ice hockey. I love learning about everybody as they come through this community. You know, and I'm really happy that you jumped right on into the deep end, and I'm very much looking forward to getting to know you better as time goes on. My man Don Excalibur, what's going on, brother? How you doing? You got a gifty, sir. Don Excalibur, longtime friend as well. Hooked up with a gifted sub from Smothered Butter. Don, how's your day treating you? How's your weekend treating you? How's life treating you in general, buddy? Hope we're all good. I don't know what I entered into. We're just having a discussion. We're just yapping. Nothing serious. Some of that is the ADHD info dumping like a bot. Hey, more power to you, buddy. If you're gonna make friends, let friends know. Let friends get to know you better. I have my pronouns on my overlays, and I hope that helps people feel welcome, especially since the first listed are non-standard ones. And I think like Hugh, that takes time. I skew older. Right. And I'll be honest in saying I typically find myself in binary descriptions at first. And over time, because one of our former moderators is non-binary, they made sure to consistently emphasize that I need to be mindful that not everything falls into he, she's, for lack of a better term. So I try to be mindful of that whenever possible and ask. I find more often than not, I still do make poor assumptions. Thank you very much for everybody contributing to the hype train. Again, Smothered Butter, much love for the extraordinary generosity. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. It's a learning process. Is probably the best way to put it. You know what I mean? Like, for all of my attempts to make everybody feel welcome, there are still times where I drop the ball. There are times where we have friends who are transitioning, and I drop the ball on pronouns. So like, that is something that is always going to be a work in progress for me. You know, the one thing that I try to emphasize for everybody that comes to this community is that I am trying. You know, you have to, I'm not going to say you have to excuse me, because you don't have to do anything. You can tell me to go fuck myself, you know, but what I can emphasize is that I am making every effort to be on the ball with it, to make sure that I'm able to discern from every single name that comes through here the pronouns they would prefer, and to reinforce a comfortable environment. Life is lifing. I just got out of work. Ooh, on a Saturday, really. Trying to stay warm from this uncommon Georgia. Are you in Georgia? Why did I think you were still in New York? I had no idea. It's always great to keep learning. Exactly, Hugh. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about right there. Dave, how's Roshi treating you, sir? Dave, what did you think of the pay-per-view? I know you don't typically watch WWE, but the Royal Rumble is one of those things that tends to bring everybody together, if only to watch and hate what they're watching. What did you enjoy? Did you enjoy anything from the show? Does it count as girl dinner if I only have a protein shake for dinner? Can somebody enlighten me on that one? I thought the pay-per-view was cool. I'm upset AJ Styles lost. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you, football. It was pretty underwhelming. Brock should have put Femi over. I think a lot of people feel that way, that Brock Lesnar should have put Femi over. I'm not in that boat. I'm of the firm belief that that went exactly how it should go, and that Femi will get his win at WrestleMania. So it all works out. But I understand a lot of people definitely share that concern. Moto Techie, what is going on, sir? How you doing? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday to you. I have so many connections in New York. Everyone still thinks I live there, but yeah, I've been in Georgia for a minute now. Enjoy the weather better, except for this weekend. You know what? That's entirely understandable, Don. Especially because, like, as you acclimate to Georgia, when you get a cold snap, like, because Dennis LA 1219 is in Georgia as well, and like that man's in full turkey chili mode right now. He's got to get himself some warm food. You know, because like y'all not expecting to be getting hit by cold snaps, you know, that far south, but it does happen on occasion. Do you still have a lot of your winter clothes from when you did live in New York, or have you kind of like tossed a lot of stuff? I never want to see Brock Lesnar again, to be honest. I would very much prefer limited access to Brock Lesnar. Happy Saturday, man. Likewise, my friend. Likewise. How is life treating you? How are you liking version 6.0 of Rivals? Did you become a Deadpool main, or are you just like doing your own thing? I try to use neutral pronouns until I find out otherwise. That's a smart approach. That's a very smart approach, to be honest with you. Most of the South aren't prepared for snow or cold. And so to Sasquatch's point, they were saying that they're like keeping an eye out. Everybody who lives in their area of Florida is keeping an eye out to see what is going on with the roads, what's going on with weather conditions, what's going on with snow, because so many states, southern United States, do not have the infrastructure to deal with even like minuscule amounts of accumulation, right? Like living where we live, I mean, like Toronto pretty much is crippled at 25 let's say 30 centimeters, 30 centimeters, which is a foot, 12 inches for the heathens in the chat. 30 centimeters, Toronto's kind of crippled. I think in Dave's case, Dave, where would you say you're actually crippled in Saskatchewan? Like, what's the accumulation point before you're just like, fuck, like this is actually problematic? Also, Georgia is right next to Florida, so I don't get hit by the hurricanes, but they're only a few hours for the beach. And they're only a few hours for the beach. And yeah, I still have my heavy coat from. Sometimes you got to hold on to that shit, right? You got to hold on to the heavy coat. You know, you never know when you're going to need it again. I wasn't asked, but I use they, them, and its pronouns. And if I tell you that you should use those pronouns for me, it's not rude. Thank you. Yeah, I will make every attempt to be mindful of they, them for you, Hugh. Of snow, I have no idea. It's never happened. You all just you just run with it the whole time. Because like you also get like minus 50 degree weather. And again, for the heathens in the chat, once you pass minus 40 degrees Celsius, that also crosses Fahrenheit. So like Dave, to put this in perspective, at the worst that Dave got this season so far, they got minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Take that all in. That's probably the easiest way to explain that. You all take that in. Minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit was the lowest that Dave has experienced so far in his part of Canada. It's not super cold up here. It's only minus 5 Celsius, but it still makes me miss Greece. True. You are... Why do I think you're in Norway? I could be wrong. Miss Anime, if you'd be so kind as to enlighten me. I want to say Norway, but I may be out. Maybe off on that one. My brother lives in South Carolina, and he said they have maybe 2 to 3 plows in the entire county. I have 2 to 3 plows on my street. He's down here helping with Dad, and jealous he is missing the snow. Oh, so he actually misses the snow. Well, there you go. You get the flip side of it, right? I feel like it's probably too cold to snow a shit ton. I think like that's the thing, right? It's like if you get to a certain point when it comes too cold, you don't really get covered in snow too much. We've had 6 feet of snow in 24 hours, and it didn't stop anything. Lowest I've ever been personally is minus 56 degrees Celsius. I don't even know where to begin with that. Siri. Hello? Siri? One time. Hello? Nope, Siri told me to go fuck myself because it's in do not disturb mode. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. If somebody wants to convert that, I'm assuming it's about minus 70, but I could be wrong. All this weather talk, such a challenge to keep my mouth shut. Chuckle lives in Hawaii, chat, where it is perpetually somewhere between 78 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit every single day forever. Forever. I don't know how to pronounce that name. What Unk doing on live? Unk is chilling live right now. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Is it Lambo Aventa? I'm going to go with Lambo and just call you that for now, and you can tell me otherwise if I'm in the ballpark, if I'm correct. Because like right now, Hooked on Phonics is not working for me. And so I think it's just a little bit easier if I just go with Lambo for now. But welcome on in. Happy Saturday to you. Minus 58, isn't that when pigeons just insta-freeze in midair and crash into the ground and turn into ice pebbles? Honestly, Dawn, you're not far off. You're not far off. At that point in time, minus 56 equals negative 69. Okay, so I was in the ballpark. Yeah, I was in the ballpark. Okay. 6 feet, that's like halfway up the house. Yeah, that's a lot of accumulation. 180 centimeters, it's a lot of accumulation. Learn about cars, walking person? No, that's not going to happen. Lamborghini Aventador SV. It's a supercar. Is that Zalem's other account? Why would I know anything about supercars? Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm glad you're here to translate that because there's no chance in hell I would ever know that. Lambo it is. I lost all my key. Holy shit. Ooh, really? Did you gamble at all? Dun, dun, dun. You can't be gambling. Tampa picked a good weekend to have an outdoor hockey game, though. Oh, is it a Winter Classic? They don't have a Winter Classic in Tampa, do they? All right, I'm heading out for now. Have a good one. Sounds good, Hugh. Thank you very much for coming through. Always happy to see you. Congrats on picking up the gifted sub from Smothered Butter. And enjoy avoiding ads for the next month. We'll talk to you soon. Minus 56 is like not allowed to turn off your car, otherwise it freezes. Yeah, so you get charging blocks. I think is the proper term for it. I could be wrong in there. It's the Arena series in the Tampa Bay Arena. Okay. Have they ever attempted to do the Winter Classic in Florida, Sasquatch? I know that is. I think it's coming up pretty soon. I don't know if you actually follow NHL hockey, but because like some folks are just like into like semi-pro and not actual pro, so it could be a different story. Yes. Why does my? I don't understand this. Why is this doing this all the time? Give me a second, chat. I think I'm being weird. I don't know why I am getting. My camera is blocking. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Hopefully that fixes that. Okay. I don't like blocking the chat with my giant arm. Or they did a Winter Classic of some type in Miami? Really? Okay. I would not have expected that in Miami of all places. I mean, like, I figured they would try Northern Florida, if anything. But hey, Miami, they probably have some pretty interesting ways to create, false ice or whatever. So more power to them. Miami was such a good time. I went there 2 years ago, and it was a phenomenal time. The NHL was Miami on January 2nd for Winter Classic, like an outdoor event. That's actually nutty. Outdoor event in Miami, Florida. I mean, like, there's so many, like, really talented Florida teams. NHL Winter Classic, yeah. There's so many talented Florida-based teams. I'm actually shocked at how many, like, between, like, well, Tampa and Florida specifically. But, like, Florida is Miami, if I recall correctly, yes? Like, the Florida Panthers are actually, like, the Miami Panthers, for lack of a better term. They've also done Dallas as well. I mean, like, Dallas is actually understandable. Because Dallas can get pretty darn cold. So that is somewhat understandable because they're like pretty much like the northern part of Texas, right? If you had told me they were in like San Antonio doing the Winter Classic, I'm like, that may not quite pan out. The Panthers are Miami. Okay, that makes sense. Because like, yeah, it was just like Florida for a long time. But them and Tampa are both like super talented squads. So I'm very, very happy to see them doing well. We always want every team to prosper whenever possible, but it does surprise me a little bit to know that there is a Winter Classic going on down there. I can't recall if Toronto's ever hosted a Winter Classic. I think the closest one we've seen was in Detroit. A few folks went down to the Winter Classic in Detroit a few years ago, and they got bombarded in like horrendous conditions, like full on blizzard, -20, you know, like the whole shebang, and they got pulverized for that hockey game. But like when you're watching the game, you're like, this is like the greatest thing ever, you know what I mean? But like once the adrenaline wears off, it's like, oh god, like I gotta get out of here, you know. I give up on the Rangers as I do every year. Can't do it. You got to be right in there, and you know, they've got just enough history to be like, all right, we'll give them another go. You know, see how this goes. You've been to Ranger games at MSG, right, Mishu? I think you've been to like MSG for like everything at some point in time. I don't know if you've ever been to a Knicks game. I could be wrong. I can't recall. I remember you telling me about stories of you being in MSG before. They traded all our good players. Why? Yeah, Bill. Okay. So it was for Rangers games then. I wasn't too sure if it was for Knicks games or not. They do a Centennial Classic in Toronto at BMO Field. They did do a Centennial Classic in Toronto at BMO Field in 2017 for the Leafs 100th anniversary. See, I just dropped the ball there. I had no idea. I definitely missed it. At BMO? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's no other outdoor arenas that would host like significant numbers unless you and you can't even open like Rogers Center. You can't even open the roof in the wintertime because it's like a logistics nightmare. Like you actually can't like open and close it in the winter. It has to be something like 5 degrees Celsius for the roof to open at Rogers Center. And for the PWHL Minnesota Frost, it's my PWHL team, but an article just came out about one of their players teaming up with an anti-trans org, and I am not keen about that. Are they doing anything to address the player themselves? I can never give them mine, though it'll be a miracle if we avoid relegation playoffs this season. Does hockey work the same way that it does for soccer, Miss Adam Age, where you can be relegated if you don't hit like certain like benchmarks? You've never been to a Knicks game? I really want to go to a Knicks game sometime. I've never been to Madison Square Garden for anything. So I thought about going when Ring of Honor had gone there like 10 years ago. They were doing like a crossover New Japan Ring of Honor show, and I thought about flying in for that, but never pulled the trigger. So I've never experienced Madison Square Garden. That's like one of those like bucket list places that at some point in time I will attempt to go to, but just haven't just yet. Generally got sick as soon as it hit the weekend. Are we serious right now? What, you got, a cold? You got fever? You got flu? What are we thinking, Mototeki? Yeah, the bottom two teams have to go to the playoffs to see who gets relegated to the second division. True, okay. Don't know. I mean, like, if you don't have fever, that's a good sign. If you got a little head cold, that's not the end of the world, right? We can deal with that. I got to get my wisdom teeth removed soon. I don't want to. Uh-oh. We got another person in Team Wisdom Tooth. I was just talking with Carol Cat about that a couple of days ago. She's got to get her teeth pulled in a couple of months. Serendipity got 2 of her teeth pulled recently. And chat, get this. Serendipity's second pair of wisdom teeth got to come out. And she's currently scheduled to get it pulled the week of her birthday. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but I'm thinking she might reschedule that. I could be wrong. We'll see. I haven't heard anything yet about the Frost. Okay, so I guess you got to wait to find out. You know, do you have like an outlet or like a website that like keeps track of that kind of news, Sasquatch? We've survived the playoffs 2 seasons in a row. I don't want the stress of a third playoff. There's nothing like the stress of the playoffs, right? Like absolutely nothing. You got to get in there. You got to support your team one way or another. Got to get her an ice cream cake again. Right, Mishu? Like, and the thing is, like, you can't even get her an ice cream cake that's chocolate because she doesn't like chocolate for dessert. Kitty is very anti-chocolate when it comes to dessert. Any of the Canadians in here are mandatory Blue Jays fans, and we are still mad salty. I'm not going to lie, Dave. I'm not salty about the World Series. The World Series was legitimately the best 7-game series I've ever witnessed watching baseball. In, 35 years watching baseball. I've never seen anything like that before. Right? Like, we're talking, like, down to the wire. That was an unreal 7. Yeah, like, just bonkers. Just bonkers. It was heartbreaking. But, like, I don't know. I didn't come away from it feeling any kind of, like, negative way, for lack of a better term. I was just like, you know what? Shit happens, and it's clear. I mean, like, the Dodgers are loading up again, but the Jays are loading up again. Like, they're definitely gonna take another crack at it. Like they're gonna spend. And if they go on another deep run, they'll get the money. But like the last time the Jays went deep into the playoffs, they're like MLSE, or I forget who the ownership is for the Jays. They're just like, yeah, we're pulling this money. So like we'll see what happens this go around. I haven't watched a World Series since the 90s. This year would have been a great time to jump in for sure. When's the last time Canada won the Stanley Cup? I want to say Montreal in 93. I'm gonna say Montreal in 93. I think it's the last time. Because Vancouver's never won. Edmonton's gone to the finals back-to-back seasons and hasn't won. Calgary hasn't won since 89. The Leafs haven't won since 67. Winnipeg came close a couple of years ago, but they haven't won. It's probably Montreal in 93. Yeah. At least New York has a better record than Canada. I think like the Rangers were like literally the year after the Canadians. Montreal 93 is correct. Yeah. I think the Rangers were 94. It was like literally 1 year after. They haven't won since 67. No. The Maple Leafs have not won a Stanley Cup since 67. It is just like, it's a running gag at this point in time. And the truth of the matter is, football, I'm not going to get like too in the weeds on this. I don't think that the Toronto Maple Leafs will ever win a Stanley Cup. And the reason that I don't think so is because the ownership group that runs the Leafs, right? Their fan base, let's put it this way. The fan base for the Leafs is so dedicated and quite frankly, so overloaded in money that they will sell out every single Leafs game. Like the thing that really prompts like a lot of clubs to, or teams or whatever else, to invest money is that they want their team to win, and so that they will sell out all their games, sell out all their whole games, and buy merch and all this kind of stuff. Leafs fans are an animal unto themselves. They'll just support losing forever. They'll sell out all 18,000 seats in Scotiabank Arena. All whatever it is, 41 home games, every single playoff game. They'll pay 5 figures for playoff seats. And it never stops. It's just Leafs paraphernalia everywhere. And their ownership group's like, well, we don't ever need to invest in a winner. Why do we need a winner? Look at these suckers. They just keep selling out all of our games, and they just keep, like, the Leafs are like the 3rd richest club in all of like the National Hockey League. It's like them. It's like the Rangers are at the top. It might be Rangers and then the Leafs, and it's never going to change. Like the Leafs are never going to be winners, never, because their ownership has no reason to actually construct a winning team ever. Then I'm convinced the city of Toronto will quite literally implode on itself if the Leafs actually won the Stanley Cup. Like implode on itself. Like that celebration and following parade would be just insanity. There was that one Scottish woman who goes to see some Maple Leafs games every year. I follow her on Insta as well, and Maple Leafs fans are they're dedicated as hell. It's unreal. I don't necessarily get it. I don't have a particular team that I follow like ardently in the NHL. I used to be a Red Wings fan because I was more about being a fan of like Steve Yzerman. And then he retired, and I was like, it's fine, whatever. I don't really give a shit. I watch a ton of playoff hockey because I think playoff hockey is the single greatest sport in the world. Like playoff specific NHL hockey, I don't think there's anything that touches the intensity of playoff hockey. Like nothing. I can relate to that. Our stadium has the best attendance in the league, and we've never been higher than second last this season. Yeah, it's just like one of those things, Miss Adam Age, where if you get the right fan base, they're sticking with you no matter what. Leafs fans are also accustomed to disappointment. I love to see it as a Montreal fan. Yeah, like I think like Canada goes through it right now. I think that every year as Edmonton continues to like make their push to the finals, that the country kind of rallies behind them at that point in time because they're desperate. Canada is desperate to have a winning team. They'll just like, you know what? That's fine. I don't give a fuck about the Habs, Leafs, Jets, Flames, Canucks, whatever. If the Oilers can be the team, then Canadians be like, yeah, fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. They're going to be the team. I always pick New Jersey Devils on NHL 95, so I stick with that team. The Devils are consistently solid. They just haven't been a winner in a long time. Good choice. NHL 95 is a really, really good game. I really enjoy watching Celebrini with the Shark. The Sharks are building a strong team, in my newbie opinion. Are you talking about like the are they still San Jose? I don't even know what it is anymore. I'm assuming they're still in San Jose, right? I'm a little out of the loop in that regard. I'm an LA Kings fan for hockey, even though I never tune into hockey. Most Americans don't tune into hockey. I'm not going to lie, football. It's worth your while, though. You should actually go to a hockey game. I think you'd have a great time. Live hockey is super fun. Like, super, super fun. Super Nintendo hockey was an experience for sure. Yeah, like, I used to play NHL 95 with, like, my high school buddies. We played on Genesis. But, yeah, like, we used to play that, like, all the time. Constantly playing NHL 95. All you got to do is find the like magic spot to score all of your goals. Because like we would have games where like that would end at like 40-35. Because like everybody understood where you need to place the puck. Like every single time you shot up the ice. So it's like, all right, we just have these like ridiculous games. The live hockey is what sucked me in. I was just looking for something to fill the soccer void for the off season. Are you an MLS fan, Sasquatch? If you can go to an AHL game, usually super affordable and a great time. Yeah, like anything that's in like that ballpark, to Chuckle's point, like semi-pro, whatever you want to call it, AHL, even like college hockey is like, it's really enjoyable. It's super intense. Yo, my Miami Heat, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday to you. How's life treating you, sir? NWSL fan? Oh, you're okay. The women are so much more fun to watch than the men. I'm inclined to agree with you there. Completely agree with you there. I enjoy women's soccer at the World Cup level more than men, for sure. Way more intense, a lot less flopping, just trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? For fuck's sake, AEW leading off with Clark Connors versus Darby, and I was going to go shower. Hold that shit. The card looks strong. I will be watching that tomorrow over breakfast and see what's going on. Tron! Hello, friendo. How are you? Welcome on in. How is life treating you? How are the boys? How's your mans? Orlando Pride is my team. We have Marta the Goat, and I think this is her last season before she retires. How old is she now? Just came back from a small anime con. Got a lot of art stuff. True. Anything really stand out? I'll post more pics in the Discord when I unpack. Sounds good, buddy. Looking forward to it. I saw your stuff from the concert. It sounded like you had a really good time at the Final Fantasy concert. I went to that same concert. Well, not same, but like I went to a similar concert about 7 years ago, and it was like riveting. Just really, really powerful stuff. All good. I'm keto free this weekend. Uh-oh. Try not to bruise Kev too much, okay? I'm just saying. He's a good man. You don't want to... Don't break him. All right, Tron? Don't break him. She turns 40 in February. True. Yeah, you got to be winding down at that point in time. You're in professional sports and you're hitting 40. Like, that's a lot of wear and tear on the body. And you can't be putting yourself through that too long. Do you think that she will segue into like commentary or like announcing or analysis or anything along those lines, Sasquatch? But she can still outrun women half her age. Her cardio is that strong, eh? That's actually surprising. Like the way that like athletics work nowadays, like seeing what people are capable of now compared to even like 20 years ago, like sports science in general has come such an exponentially long way in such a short amount of time. You know, like I look at like, especially like when you look at like the top of the food chain, like folks like LeBron kind of like just like blows my mind at 41 years old as somebody who broke into the NBA and has been playing at the highest level possible now for 23 years. And he's only now starting to get to the point where his body's like, bruh, like you got to wrap it up. And he's still top 10 in the league, you know? Did I hear LeBron? You did. Oh, my glorious sugar bear, LeBron James. How I adore him. You gotta take in the sugar bear while you can, because it looks like this maybe his last year, maybe one more. 41 stuff in the NBA. 41 is like you put in your time at 41, you know. But you look at like Tom Brady in the NFL, is the same thing. Like he retired at 43, and like he won a Super Bowl past 40. That's just bonkers to think about. I'll post a highlight from last season where she tore down the pitch and got tripped right in front of the net. She gave the ball to a teammate to make the kick who just came back from recovering from cancer. Wow. Everybody is doing all right in that regard. Don't say it's his last year. I'd sacrifice myself to give 5 more years for playing. Absolutely not. Stop that. The snow, seriously, it needs to go away. The first batch hasn't even been cleared yet. Hello, Nemi. How are you, friendo? How much more snow are you getting? I did not realize you were getting a second batch of snow. How is life treating you? How's the princess? What are we getting today? Do we get the good princess or do we get chaos? Tell me all the things. 6 more years flopping? Bruh. Why you gotta be like that, Chuckle? Why you gotta go right for the jugular that way? It's Latron James? What? Did I miss something? Oh, never mind. I understand now. Because he does? You think LeBron's a flopper? I don't really notice too much flopping. But I mean, like, the NBA is, like, it's a little bit different. They're all gazelles. So, like, I can never quite tell what flopping is and what, like, falling down is at that point. I don't know how much. We were driving back from my brother's, and it was snowing. We had good princess today. We were celebrating my brother's 4th year of sobriety. That's amazing. Congratulations to your brother. And my dad's 59th birthday. That's a win-win all around. Double celebration. What did you all do? Is this with the hot pot KBBQ thing? Remember you saying you were going to the combo of hot pot and Korean barbecue, but I wasn't too sure if it was for this or if it was for something else. Yeah, we don't need more snow. I send it into the ocean. What is going on, Solar Flare? How you doing, buddy? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday to you. The NBA was cool in the 90s and early 2000s. That was peak NBA. I don't know. I enjoy, again, like, this coming down to the playoffs. Like, I'm an actual Raptors fan, and they're a little rough and have been for quite some time, but I enjoy watching them, and I enjoy watching, like, playoff professional sports in general. It's just, like, super intense. He's still the most consistent player in the league in America. He hasn't scored less than 10 points in a game in over 18 years. Yep. Still. Father time comes for everybody, football. You got to think about that, buddy. No, that was just my partner, daughter, and I. True. My brother made a pasta, and we ate at his house. Okay, we in there. So, wait a minute. How was the hot pot Korean barbecue wombo combo? Was it everything that you were hoping for? Did the hot pot live up to expectations? Because you said you were down with the hot pot more than the Korean barbecue. LeBron's washed. Uh-oh. Now you're just trying to fight. You're just actually fighting right across the board. We cannot have you doing this kind of stuff. Time catches us all, and eventually the ACL just explodes. How you feeling, buddy? You are, what, 24 hours out, 36 hours out post-op? For those of you unaware, Chuckle had a unfortunate soccer-based injury and tore his ACL, I believe his left ACL, a couple of months ago, and had surgery yesterday. I'm all drugged up. Good for you. Get the good meds. That's what we're all about. When do you have your first physio session, buddy? I felt like a fat ass after. It was our 3rd time there, and it was just as great as the first time. Yes, we're down with that. Get your fat ass on. All right? You have a good time at Korean barbecue hot pot. That is, if you don't come out of Korean barbecue hot pot feeling like a fat ass, did you really go? And more importantly, did you really enjoy it? All right, if you're coming out of there being just like, I'm fine, I can eat. It's like, no, you can't. You screwed up. All right, you lost out on all the value of going to Korean pot pot. Hello, you lost out on all the value of going to Korean hot pot. The K-pot, yeah, we're gonna just call it K-pot. It's just easier that way. Monday or Tuesday, can't remember which. True, but yeah, they didn't skimp out on the meds pre-surgery or post-op. Okay. Do you have like a regular stockpile, or how often do you have to refill it, Chuckle? I had 2 cocktails. Well, there were 2. Then had my partner make me a drink when I got home. So it was. Oh my gosh, it was K-pot. In fact, that is what it's actually called K-pot. Today we learned. Nemi got herself soused last night, chat. She got herself full and then sauced. You live in the good life, girl. Absolutely living the good life. They gave me enough to last through the recovery. That's a long process. That's a lot of pills. Hopefully everything stays on the up and up. Who's managing that? Your wifey? Yeah, I've been there. You got to roll out of there, as you should. Korean, the K-pot? We don't have the K-pot here. That's for sure. I haven't had Korean barbecue. I haven't had in about a year and a half. And I haven't had hot pot legitimately in 6 years, 7 years. Probably like 7 years since the last time I had hot pot. She's helped me out a whole bunch with it. True. That's what it's all about. Wifey's going to come in clutch. Oh, nice. We have a K-pot in Orlando. It's really yummy. Are you down with the K-pot too, Sasquatch? Okay, we in there. Toronto doesn't have good Korean. Oh, no. Toronto has Korean food out the yin-yang. I don't live in Toronto proper, though. If I were to try to go and get Korean barbecue in Toronto, that's a 45-minute highway drive. I have options. I have Korean barbecue options here, and they have hot pot options here, but they're both just slightly inconvenient to get to, and I typically like to be social when I go to get either. So, like, I typically like a group of 4 if I'm going to be going to Korean barbecue or to be going to hot pot. And you don't come across 4 people, you know, who are free and able to do the thing, so I just don't go. We got to get you in on the K-pot. I will explore this option. I'm sure that there are ways to go about this for me to get the K-pot. There's very little food I am not down with, or at least willing to try. See, Sasquatch, you got the right idea, buddy. You got the right idea. Let's go. Let me know. I'll come up for some hot pot. We'll do it. I might end up meeting you somewhere in the middle, Binsuke, because I am scheduled to be in Windsor a month from now, 6 weeks from now. That may work out, that we can cross paths. That's about as close as it's going to get, because I wouldn't be crossing the border in that situation. But Windsor and your location, from what I understand, would be relatively close in the grand scheme of things. Oh, snap, Windsor is a short... That's what I'm saying. So I will be in that area. Closer to the date, I'll touch base with you and let you know what my schedule looks like, and we can see if we can bring that together. That'd be awesome. Get to meet up with another friend in person. I am all about it. That's like one of those things that, like, recently I haven't been able to do so, but meeting up with friends that I have met through Twitch, this community in general, always brings me so much joy. Like, so much joy. Lunch, dinner's on... No, nothing is on you. We split. We're boys. We'll just split. I always split the bill. I always split. Don't even sweat it, man. But, like, I got to see Serendipity and Mishu. It's been almost 3 years now. Well, for Mishu, it's been 3 years. I haven't seen Mishu since April 2023. I saw Serendipity in April 2024. No, May 2024. I went to Mexico with Serendipity and Dave's Retro Basement and some other friends, and we had a really, really great time. We were trying to figure out another time to go on that trip. I would very much love to organize a lockdown, all-inclusive, giant group. I like forget like 8. I want to book like 30. And then everybody can do whatever they want when they're there. They can walk in, say hello, and then never speak to me for a week. I don't give a shit. I just want to bring as many people together as possible. I think it would be bonkers to do like a giant all-inclusive trip and just have a good time. I've never been to Mexico, so I'd be down for that also. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's such a good time. Like, I need an excuse to visit Toronto. Let's do this. We'll have to make it happen. That's what I'm saying. We got to make this happen. Bring everybody together. Let's meet up for lunch. Jushin, we are like long overdue to do that. We will have to make that happen soon, sir. I will be, next time I'm down is probably when Smothered Buddha is coming to Toronto in a week, I think. I need to talk to her about what day she's actually coming and what day she's actually free. And I'll find a photo because like I gotta have that photo proof. You wanna know why? I want to get the photo with Buddha and then I want to send it to AIM. Like, bro, first. She is an absolute darling. Wait a minute. Smothered. This goes for every last one of you all. Binsuke knows. Because he's a regular in her channel now. If you're not already following Smothered Buddha, you click that heart. And then you show up in her stream on Monday, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, when she's probably streaming next. She is a gem. Easily in one of the top streamers that I ended up following last year. I have a consistently great time on her channel. Just an absolute sweetheart. Very, very easy to talk to. As I said, Binsuke can tell you, they come through there on a regular basis and always have a great time. And I have no doubt in my mind that if anybody is looking for another channel to kick back, relax, and meet some fun folks and a great streamer, make sure to click that heart for Smothered Butter. You will not regret it. I need to check out PWHL games. So we have a PWHL team, right, Jushin? If I recall correctly. I forget the name of it though. Because I know that Marissa Roberto, she's a huge fan of Toronto's team, but I cannot remember the name off the top of my head. There's another thing to go to. Spectres, yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually. Try to get out to do more things, you know what I'm saying? I know that I definitely want to be going out to a lot more Jays games this year and just like stay on that bandwagon until potentially they're ass. And if not ass, then it's a win. I've made a couple of new friends or like rekindled friendships with some friends over the course of the Jays playoff runs. And so many of them are just like, we need to go to Jays games. I'm like, okay, we'll go to Jays games. I'm fine with that. What did I say? Scepters? Not Spectres, Scepters. Okay. Give me a quick second, chat. I need to check something. It's driving me nuts. There we go. That makes my life a lot easier. Okay. Sasquatch, have you seen the Toronto team? Have they swung into your neck of the woods for PWHL games? Oh, that is so much quieter in my head. I disabled the sound for Marvel Rivals because it was just running. Even if you all couldn't hear it, it was running in the background in my headset, and it sounds so much quieter in my head now, which is like really weird. Because like, I mean, like we still have like the Dragon Ball music running in the background, but I'm perfectly happy with that. With the Marvel Rivals music was just running non-stop, and it was driving me absolutely bonkers. Then ironically enough, as soon as we wrap up stream, I'm going to have to kick the Marvel Rivals back in, and then we'll be off to the races on the video games. I was trying to get into the Yap session to start. I feel like there's a lot of times where if left to me, I would just do this. You know, I would just run just chatting all the time, but like you have to have like the right mix, and like the chat's got to flow. The hardest part is like keeping a consistent flow of your chat. You know, because like I will try to do everything I can to like keep conversation flowing and ask as many questions as I can to like keep things going. But sometimes like some folks, and bless everybody who does it, some folks are just like, I'm gonna lurk, and then they're out, right? So you could have like, I don't know how many people are here right now, probably somewhere between like 15 and 20, I'm assuming. But it's like you could have like 20 people who are just like doing other stuff and they're supporting you through lurking because like, as you know, like you're moving up the browsing food chain, so to speak. When you've got like that many folks that are in your channel, but sometimes like you just can't maintain like just chatting on a regular basis. I'm guilty of the big lurk sessions, and I'm good with that. Like I said, Chuckle, I'm huge for that. You know, there are times where I'm lurking, I'm building a Lego set. Ooh, what are you building? That just caught my attention. I think that, and don't get me wrong, I do the same thing. I want to be abundantly clear about this. I'm not calling out my lurkers. I'm very, very sorry if you were lurking and you're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's not meant as a guilt trip. I'm just like trying to make the point about like how the Yap session works. I'm not calling out nobody. I'm very sorry about that. I didn't mean to call out 3 lurkers immediately. That was not my intention whatsoever. I'm just here for the key, and that's entirely understandable. More power to you, buddy. But like, yeah, like just chatting streams, there are times I think to myself, just like maybe I should have like a dedicated just chatting day. But I also think I would probably need, if conversation like lulled, to have topics of conversation specifically to like something I could just run a straight up monologue on if needed. But also conversation points. Because like the easiest thing to do is food. You know what I mean? It is so easy to go the food route. I'm just here for the food discussion and wrestling chat. So I'm saying, like, you can get in there immediately and just like throw any number of topics in there for food, and you're good to go. You know, because everybody has an opinion on everything. You know, like I went to review a new taqueria yesterday, and the food was phenomenal. But I was talking with a friend of mine who's a chef, and I was saying the 2 best things that I ate at this taqueria were beef tongue and tripe, which is intestine. And I can tell you right now, if we were to ask everybody in here how many people are willing to eat either of those things, I'm guessing, Lengo, you know what's going on, Bitsuke. I would guess that the vast majority of people would be like, absolutely not. I was stunned to see both of them on the menu. I've eaten both. Did you enjoy both, Nemi? Had both and I love them. That does not surprise me, football, because you live in California and your taco scene is about as robust as it gets from anywhere. I've had worse. I mean, like, there's a lot of things that'd be worse because they were both fantastic, though, Chuckle. What is the worst? Ooh, that's interesting. What would you consider to be the worst taco that you've had? That goes for everybody. Like, do you see something like a taco on the menu? And I'm not even saying like the authentic stuff. It could be anywhere. It could be Tex-Mex. It could be fucking Taco Bell for all I care. Do you ever see a taco on the menu and you're just like, absolutely not. Like, no shot that I am putting that in my face hole. I sent you a post to my Final Fantasy 14 friend that also is in Hamilton. Final Fantasy 14 friend that also is in Hamilton to try. I'm very confused right now. Okay, I see you there. Okay. I see the link there. I will have a look at that afterwards, Sasquatch. What about a Baloo taco? Why are you like this? You know what? We're canceling lunch. You have to pay for 2 lunches. Okay, that's how that goes. Okay. What do we got here? We're talking about lengua and so that was one thing, Solar Flare, that I was looking for. There was no cabeza. I was looking for cabeza on that menu because I'm just like, they've got tongue and they've got tripe. They've got to have head. And I'm just like, where is it? And they're just like, no, we don't carry it. I'm like, do you do specials? Do anything like that? They're just like, no. And so when I was in Mexico City last year, I had amazing tripe. The best tripe I've ever had was in Mexico City, this tiny little like butcher shop / taqueria. But I didn't have any beef tongue and I didn't have any head. Enjoy the jokes. But it was just like one of those things. Yes, Mishu, that's exactly what it is. It was one of those things that was like on the mind, and I'm just like, no pun intended. And I was just like, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. So like when I saw this menu, and I was just, okay, cool. We've got 2 of these things. I'm gonna ask, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, if they just say they don't have it, and sure enough, they don't have it. So now I'm gonna be keeping an eye out to see if I can get a hold of that. Jack Astor's does tacos, and it was weak. Yeah, like when you were going to Big Box, Jushin, that's what I call like all those restaurants. Jack Astor's, you know, Applebee's, fucking Boston Pizza, Eastside Mario's, yada, yada, yada. I don't expect them to do anything well. Everything is meant to be as, like, non-offensive as possible. So by the same token, there's no real major flavors when you go to any restaurant like that. I'm originally from Arizona, so our Mexican restaurants were solid. Yeah, so like as long as you're like you're bordering at that point, Nemi, you're definitely getting access to a lot of stuff that folks are like like where you're living now. You probably don't have the access that you used to. Let me get caught up here. Okay, so we got that. I had a kangaroo taco that was expensive as hell and was so mid. Do you just feel it was under-seasoned, or was the meat itself just not to your liking, Minsuke? Oh, didn't mean taco. Was talking about Blue. Had Blue once, never. Yeah, Blue is the only thing that I've ever like looked at and be like, I'm seeing this with my eyes, and I'm eating with my eyes, and I'm just like not going to do that. They didn't have cabeza, especially with the other 2. That's so. Honestly, Sasquatch, it caught me off guard. I thought for sure there would be the trifecta. I was ready to get right in there with the trifecta. Like, it was so good. I posted in the What Are We Eating channel in the Discord, but because it goes to the micro review that I did. But it's like I loved all their food. They just did a great job. Their salsa verde was so good. Like, I was sad. I asked them if they bottle it, and they said no. There's just like house-made green salsa, and I'm like, God dang it! Like, hook a brother up one time. Mushroom tacos? You're not a fan of mushrooms? Are you a fan of mushrooms in general, football, or just not mushroom tacos? I still haven't tried either lenga or cabeza. I'm kind of scared to. Honestly, Solar Flare, The tongue is the texture. It was super fatty, which I'm a fan of. I'm a big fan of that, right? So if you are down with that particular like texture and taste that comes with things that are really rich, you know, like really fatty, you'll love tongue. I'm an cabeza, so I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I was looking forward to trying it in Mexico for the first time, but I will keep an eye out, and if I find something, I will let you know. Let me get caught up. I can't even find tamales here without digging through 15+ restaurant menus. No tamales, really? That's a little surprising. Like a lot of like Mexican cuisine, we would consider to be like traditional Mexican cuisine, seems to be coming more and more to the forefront, and it's also getting like fusion options. There is a place in Toronto that is doing a Caribbean Mexican fusion, and they have oxtail tamales, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I haven't had it personally yet, but it is on my radar, and I'm very much looking forward to checking it out. What's Baloo made out of? Did anybody answer your question before? It's a duck or chicken egg with a half-formed embryo. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That. I've had zebra and it was pretty good. True. I've never had anything. I've never had zebra. I've had horse before. The kangaroo is just bland. It was oversaturated with other stuff. Hold on. I'll get info from the website. Okay. Peppercorn, kangaroo, mac and cheese. What? Mac and cheese, donuts, roasted corn, sweet and spicy bacon, crumbled green onion, habanero. What is going on right there? What is that? Sounds good, right? Yeah, my man lined it up, and then he said, nah, bro, it was garbage. That is actually garbage. They made the Jet Set Radio. They made the Jet Set Rodeo shirt. Where's my royalties? Where's my actual fucking royalty check from AEW? I'm going to pitch a fit. I'm actually going to pitch a fit. That is ridiculous. Hey, Flare, what is going on? Coming in on YouTube. How's your Saturday treating you, buddy? Welcome on in. Hayes Flare, what is the worst taco that you have had? Hit me up. We are discussing not just the best stuff, but the worst stuff today. What are we thinking for the worst taco that you've had? No tamales here either. I order them from a depot. I need to learn to make them once we get corn this year. Do it to it. Do you raise corn? Is it raise corn or grow corn? I don't know what the proper terminology is there. Chat, just an FYI, we have got an ad break coming up in 1 minute's time. That is 1 minute's time. If you have an available Twitch Prime sub and you would like to burn it as you join the fight against ads, you're more than welcome to do so. If you can afford a tier 1 sub, I am more than happy to take it off you as you join the fight against ads. Otherwise, grab a drink, grab a snack, use the facilities, and we will see you in about 3.5 minutes. What do we got here? Yeah, I need to see the Jet Set Rodeo, and then I want a royalty check immediately. I posted Jet Set Rodeo on their official suggestion page. They picked it up. Kevin Knight picked it up, and I'm like, where the fuck is my royalty check? We fuck with corn. Usually a half acre or 1 or 2 acres. I'm assuming it's half acre. That's a lot of corn. Hop on Twitch, be right back. Sounds good, Haze Flare. You know what? I can find you on both sides, but if you want to hop on Twitch, more than power to you. Yeah, I didn't know that you grow corn. But you're a big corn fan. You know how I feel about that. I don't care for corn whatsoever. Their shirt is a rooster riding a horse. Oh, because of the horse cock. That makes a lot of sense. That makes perfect sense. They wanted to incorporate horsecock as the other name, so they threw it on the shirt. 1 or 2, 1 sweet corn, 1 black corn. What do you like to do with your with the corn? Are you going to attempt to make tamales this year? Is that what you're saying, Mishu? I want to try purple corn. I haven't had purple corn in a long time. I've had purple corn tortillas, but never just had corn itself. And it's so weird. I hate corn generally, but I prefer my tacos to be corn tortillas. I don't like flour tortillas at all. I posted kangaroo taco in What Are We Eating in Discord along with the restaurant that provides it. Okay, sounds good, Binsuke. I'm going to make it this year. You make sure to get photos. All right, we are in the midst of the ad break. Hopefully everybody is, for the most part, subbed up. We're only missing one. Solar Flare, I think, is the only one who is not subscribed to the channel right now. So it's, or at least that's active. So it's not too bad. Darby versus Clark is really good. So far, Rascals versus Jet Speed is what? They have Rascals versus Jet Speed? I thought it was Rascals versus the Crew. Don't spoil the result. I want to watch that match. Rascals versus Jet Speed. What the fuck? Are they doing, wait a minute, are they doing trios or is it a tag match? Living the luxury of blocked ads right now. Okay. It's all good, buddy. I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it tomorrow morning. It's all good. They're facing Crew. Okay, they're placing Crew. Okay. When you said Jet Speed, I was like, what the fuck? There's no way. Strawberry corn is fun. We managed to grow it in Florida, in the Florida Keys as a kid and made popcorn with it. What makes it strawberry popcorn? Or strawberry popcorn. What makes it strawberry corn? I've never actually heard of that before. We use the black corn for cornmeal and eat it pretty regularly during the summer and give it away. Eventually, we'll sell it. We make a ton of corn chowder and corn salsa, and we freeze though. Really? Do you make cornbread as well, Mishu? I don't like cornbread either. Maybe I secretly like corn and don't even realize it, or I need it to be like transmuted into something else for me to enjoy it, like ground up and then turned into some kind of starch, or perceived starch is probably the better way to go about it. Yeah, like I'm a big cornbread fan. Jalapeno cornbread, goddamn, jalapeno cornbread. We are all about that. Strawberry corn sounds well. I've never heard of it before, Hazler. It's red corn, small cobs, and the popcorn is just white and normal. It's an heirloom? Really? I have never heard of that. Never ever heard of that. Min's not huge on it, but I could eat cornbread for breakfast every day. You know what? You tell him to go F himself. Don't do that. That's just going to cause a problem. But you should make cornbread wherever you can, friendo. Do you do anything with it? Like, do you go the jalapeno route, or you just make traditional cornbread? Just an FYI, that is the last of the question of the day. I should just call it the question of the week because I didn't change it all weekend. What is the top sandwich chain in Canada, USA? Hit me up, let me know in the chat below. We talked about this a lot yesterday, including Vito's Deli, the greatest make-believe sandwich shop of all time. But if anybody else has not had a chance to weigh in on the question of the day, you let me know and we can talk it over. We had a lot of people for California sandwiches. I've never had California sandwiches, but a lot of people were on board with it. Speaking of cornbread, I got a Dolly Parton cast iron pan today. Oh, you and Mishu would get along great. She is a huge Dolly Parton fan. Huge Dolly Parton fan. Got a Dolly Parton cast iron pan today in our delayed Christmas gathering. I want to make cornbread tomorrow. Do it. Make sure you get a photo. You absolutely make sure you get a photo of that Sasquatch. Cameron's Deli. Is that a local spot, Mishu? If I had to pick one, it'd probably be Firehouse. Firehouse was the #1 answer, like bar none. Top sandwich chain, I think I got to give it to Jersey Mike's. They were #2. Jersey Mike's came in right under Firehouse subs. Ad break is a wrap. Welcome back, everybody coming in from the ad. Hopefully it wasn't too painful for you. Many of them probably just bounced. Oh, we did. We lost like a quarter of our audience. That's kind of funny how that works. It's just like I just looked over from like what our peak number was just before the ad versus what it is now, and like you lose like a quarter of your audience in one shot. We went from 25 to 18 viewers in the span of 3 minutes because of the ad break. I would disable those things so fucking fast if I could. I literally just bought Dolly Parton cookie mix. So I'm so jealous of what the Dolly Parton cookie mix? What does that mean? I am very, very, 3-minute ad shop. See, there you go. Sometimes it's tough that way, Solar Friend. I'm very sorry that you get stuck in the ad break. But it is the sad reality of things when it comes to Twitch. Because if it was left to, like I said, if it was left to me, I would never do it. But it is sadly not left to me. Also, there we go. Cosmic Dragon, welcome on in. How you doing, sir? Paul the British Dad, welcome on in as well. I got it at the store yesterday. Dolly. So what makes a Dolly Parton cookie mix though? Is it just branding, or is there an actual flavor profile that's associated with it? It's like Betty Crocker, but it's Dolly and the box is cute. Really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, they used to give it Twitch Turbo with Prime, but they axed that, which I find dumb. No, your ad. Twitch Turbo with Prime. Yes. Okay. I see what you're saying there. Yeah. I always recommend people, if you have Prime, like that is like, if it was left to me, I would take Prime subs every which way possible. No, that's a lie. If it was left to me, and you could lock in a Prime sub longer than a month, that would be my dream. If every person's like, oh yeah, take my Prime sub for 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time. That would be the dream situation as a streamer, bar none. You know, anything that is going to save like the average person the whatever, like $8 a month. I guess if it's Canadian, it's $8 a month. I think if it's the US, it's still it's $6 a month. But if you have a Prime, I always encourage Prime. Always. The resubbing with Prime gets old quick. Yeah, honestly, Sasquatch, it drives me nuts. And like, I am Dennis LA 1219 always gets my Prime sub like clockwork. If you're not already doing so, make sure to follow Dennis LA 1219 because he is an absolute gem of a human being. He's a longtime friend of the channel. The Lockdown and his family, the Unified Streamers, have been friends now for about 7 years. He's a genuinely amazing human being. Got nothing but love for Dennis LA 1219. So if you are looking for another great person to kick back and watch, click the heart. Make sure to shoot him a follow. I know he would appreciate it. Like I said, Dennis, very good people. But I had a streak in Dennis's channel for like, I don't even know. It was like over 50 months. I think it was like 5 years, so like 60 months. But I did it all with Prime, right? So I used to like go to his channel like every day, like whatever it is, and like whenever he's streaming, like to pop in. And so I always saw the thing, and I just missed it. I missed it for like 3 days. I think I might have been on vacation, and then I came home, and it's like I resubbed with Prime, and then just like that, my streak was gone, and I was like, this sucks, like this actually sucks. To like just miss out on that like the particular thing, and it seems like really stupid, I'm just like, well, who cares about a streak? A lot of people care about their streaks. A lot of people care about streaks, myself included. Like it's like a weird thing to like take pride in, but it's the truth of the matter is that I took pride in that. And then now you like start over. It's like whatever, But yeah, like that would be if there was two things that I could ask that I would ask Twitch for as it concerns the way subscriptions work. One, you be able to lock in Prime for longer than a month, so like 3 months, 6 months, or a year, whatever. And the other is to be able to buy 5 packs, so like buy 5 gifted subs and actually designate the 5 people that it goes to. I would be way more inclined to buy 5 gifted subs at a time in other people's channels if I could pick the 5 people that it went to. Like, I wouldn't even have to give that a second thought, because I know that there's a lot of communities out there with people who like simply cannot afford to subscribe. Maybe they don't have Amazon Prime, maybe they can't afford the tier 1, but there's a lot of people who are just like dedicated to going to those channels. And it's like, for myself, I just like, you know what, that's an easy 5 gifted. You know what I mean? That, oh man, because like honestly, Solar Flare, when I look at like 5 gifted subs, right? The first thing I look for, like today, like Smother Butter like gifted 5 subs, like they're on 35% discount until the end of the day, and she gifted 5 to the channel. And the first thing that I look for is the 5 people that it went to, not necessarily just 5 names to read off, but 5 people who I'm looking for are regulars to the channel. Or names that have been here like a long time, like anything along those lines. Because like it's amazing when 5 people get it no matter what, but if it's going to somebody who's a regular, who simply like may not just be able to afford it, that makes me happy more than anything else. Is seeing that it's kind of like, it's by community for community and reinvested into community. That's the way that I look at that. I'm proud of my 15 streak on here and AIM. Yeah. Like I have it set up here so that you cannot make the announcement unless it hits 10. And I've talked with a couple streamers about that, and like, don't you think that's a little harsh? I'm like, no. It's just like, I think a lot of people can do 3 in their sleep. 5 or 7 is like, okay. But if you're hitting a 10 streak, like you're putting in time into that person's channel on a consistent basis. Like a 10 streak is basically like a month worth of streams. To be able to like stop in there for, I think like you have to be in there for like 5 minutes at a time, which is a lot of, like for a lot of people, that's a pretty significant amount of time to be stopping into a stream, especially for an asshole like me. So it's like, if you're getting in there and like, in like Paul's case has been here for like, 15 straight streams, like that's something big, and I appreciate that kind of dedication. You should be able to choose between being a random gift or specific provider. I'd be all about it. 5, 10, whatever. I would be, especially like on like discounted like promotions and shit like that. Are you kidding me? And you can give it to 5 people specifically? Like, I wouldn't even have to bat an eyelash in a situation like that. But like there are times, like on occasion, especially for like people who do like subathons and all that kind of stuff, I will go like the first thing that I do. I don't know how people like do this stuff. Like a lot of people just go like random. They don't go over the top about this. But like the first thing that I do when I go to channels and I'm gifting subs is I look at the first thing I do is I look at their moderator list, right? You all have heard me talk about this before. I'm a very, very big believer that moderators they should be heralded as just like gems to the community, because like they give of their time all the time, right? And many of them go far above and beyond, just in turn, like not just of their time, but in other kinds of generosity. And so like when I go into channels and I'm gifting out subs, the first thing that I do is I look at their moderator list. And if I see a moderator who is not subscribed to the channel, I gift them the subs first. Every single time. It goes to the moderator first. You know, like I'll pull up the chat list and I just like click on the name, because it shows you like either active, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or previously subbed for whatever X amount of months. If I see that previously subbed and I'm giving away subs in a channel, mods get it first every time. And then the VIPs get it next. And then after that, it's a mixed bag. You know, then you do the 5-pack or 10-pack or whatever it is. But I will always look for the mods first, because they deserve it. You know, they're giving of their time. They may not be able to give, like financially in that particular regard, but you always make sure to give them the mods first, because they always give their time. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to charge my phone. Dropping the mod ball. I have no mods. They've all...
Arise.
Persephomet, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the lockdown and the God of Luck 2. Thanks for joining me today. How is your Saturday going? Should I even be in Rivals? I've been talking for like almost 2 hours. I promised Double O Dubstep that I would play video games today, and the way that the stream is going, that may or may not happen. Persephomet, if you'd be so kind as to let me know, 1, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, 2, if you'd be so kind as to provide me your preferred pronouns, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Misha is going to step away briefly. Serendipity is not with us today. She stepped in here very, very briefly. She is taking care of family obligations today, so we are trying to run the show. Without my respective backbones propping me up. I clicked for Rivals, but heard the mod love, so I had to follow. I'm all about it. Typically, yes, we do play Marvel Rivals. The first hour of the stream is typically dedicated to just chatting. I like to be able to catch up with everybody, discuss the question of the day, food, all that kind of stuff. Rivals time soon, I hope. Yes, we will get to play some Marvel Rivals pretty soon. But sometimes the just chatting runs long, which is what happened today, or what's happening today, I should say, where we're just like yapping about whatever, and I tend to lose track of time. But yes, there is nothing but mod love up in here. I've been blessed to have so many amazing moderators over the years, in the 8 years that I've been on Twitch. And we have 2 now. We lost 1 to terrible circumstances last October, and 2 others are no longer with the community, or at least within like the moderator subspace. So we only have 2 mods right now, and I treasure them both. They are generally considered to be like my 2 best friends. I talk to them every single day, whether it's online, offline, whatever you want to call it, and they are fantastic people. And I try to carry that mod love wherever I happen to be, in any other channel, because I'm a very big believer that moderators really do prop up the channels that they're working with. You pronounce it perfectly, and my pronouns are she, her. Fantastic. Well, welcome on in, Persephomet. I hope that you enjoy yourself in here. If you're ever looking to join our Discord, you're more than welcome to do so. ! Discord in the chat will get you what you're looking for. We're always happy to have more lovely ladies coming on through here, especially Marvel Rivals players. We are blessed and proud to have many talented women in here playing the video game on a regular basis. I mean, it's easy to lose time at talking about yummy food. Honestly, Sasquatch, I've had like 6-hour streams where all we did was just like, oh, you haven't been here yet for the food tournament. That's going to be something. So every 3 months, typically every 3 months, we host food tournaments in here. They are fan voted or viewer voted. And typically take like 1 Stormcam. And speaking of lovely ladies with tons of talent, welcome back, friendo. Every 3 months or so, we'll typically find something, whether it's like potato chips or cookies or cereal or Halloween candy or anything along those lines. we will find 32 entries. You are a sports fan, so you understand how this works. We have 32 entries that go into a double elimination bracket, and the chat gets 1 minute on the clock, and they get to vote on matchups like right across the board. So you can have like Cool Ranch Doritos versus, you know, Ruffles Sour Cream and Onion in the chips tournament. And so like you run through the whole thing. It typically takes about 3 hours long, and it causes chaos in these channels. Like, it is actually bonkers how much chaos the food tournaments cause. Because obviously, like, your favorites more often than not are being voted out, and then there's a lot of enmity, there's a lot of salt. You know what I mean? Pun intended, I guess, in that particular regard. Salt and vinegar chips against all dressed would be a battle. That's what I'm saying. There is just like, there's so many preferences. The food tournaments are always such a good time. We had a tier list a few weeks ago. I haven't hosted a proper food tournament since our moderator Cortez passed away last October. He was the outright backbone of our food tournaments. I haven't run one without him in years, and so it didn't feel good. It didn't feel right to run a food tournament without him. But sooner than later, we'll have a sit down, and I'll let everybody know when our next food tournament is going to be. Probably not for a couple more months. Oh, you just reminded me, I baked brownies and I wanted a sweet. Oh, Persephone. What kind of brownies? Is it chocolate peanut butter? Can we be best friends? I'm just saying, if you're making chocolate peanut butter brownies. Oh my gosh. They are salty battles. You've been here for a few of them, Solar Flare. That's what I normally. Oh, peanut butter chocolate. God's gift to sweet treats, chat. I'm just saying. If we do a candy tier list, I'm going to be a Reese's hero. So here's the thing. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups football is not eligible to be in any more of our tournaments because they are a previous winner. We have had they're called the Candy Clash, specifically. We've had the Candy Clash. We've had 3 previous Candy Clashes. And Reese's Peanut Butter Cups won the first one and has no longer been eligible since. So they're out. I think that Sour Patch Kids are out. And I can't remember what the other one is. There's a third one. But there's 3 candies that are no longer eligible for the Candy Clash. So when the next one comes up, I will let you all know. My sister's mother-in-law made flan for today's dinner. She makes a killer flan. I've never had flan before. I thought flan was typically a dessert. Am I wrong? But this time I decided to experiment. I made a mix between brownies and bread, so I can toast it and put peanut butter on it, or just eat it on its own with a little coffee, and it's not overly sweet. I would never get the brownie bread. Are we talking about brownie bread? I have never even heard of that before. Huh. I will have to look that up at some point in time. Brownie bread. Okay, we in there. Yeah, I've never had flan. Never had flan. I know, give back my foodie registration card, but I've never had flan before. What about Reese's Pieces? So are you talking about like the little like candy, like the hard shell stuff? Reese's Pieces are always in the mix. They haven't won a tournament. They are in the mix. I don't think Reese's Pieces has ever made top. I don't think they've ever made top 3. Reese's Pieces typically like just gets into like top 8 or tied 9th. I don't think they've ever broken into the top 3 or even like top 5. It was dessert and gay gasp. I've never had flan before. Gay gasp is great. I can join the Discord and show you a picture if you want. Yes, absolutely. Please feel free to join us in the Discord. !Discord in the chat. We'll get you what you're looking for. You will get it'll say to submit a request, and then I will be able to add you at your convenience. Also, we do have a channel that is dedicated to all the lovely ladies in the Discord. It is moderated specifically by the 2 mods who run the show, Mishu and Serendipity. So if you're just looking for other lovely lady friends to hang out with, make friends with, shoot the shit with, all that good stuff, come on through and join us. We're going to have to get you flan too. That stuff will change your life. Really? I wonder if I saw flan on the same menu when I went to that taqueria. I will look into it. I applied. I see you. Let's get you. Approve. Okay. So we're going to grab you there. I'm going to take care of your rolls while you're here. I'm assuming that you... Look at your Jeffy Jeff. I will get you the Marvel Rivals roll, and I will get you the... Somewhere in the depths is the Ladies Room roll. Okay. So you should see another channel that will open up there, Persephomet. As I said, if there's anything that you need in terms of like the ladies channel, I don't keep access to that channel. It is moderated by Serendipity and Mishu Mishu. So if you need some help in any regard, please let them know and they will take care of you. Otherwise, the rest of the Discord, we're always happy to make a new friend come on through there. I'll be Reese's Pieces Herald. Herald is a great word there. Welcome aboard. Nemi is another lovely lady, longtime friend of the channel. Long-time friend. We love Nemi up in here. And the princess. I'm assuming Freya is long asleep, Nemi. What are you playing lately? Are you playing League? I just looked over. I cheated. I looked over at the Discord and saw you were playing League of Legends. How do you play the League of Legends and maintain your sanity? That's the real question right there. Freya is knocked out, as she should be at this time. I put the picture in What Are We Eating? It's not the most visually pleasing thing, but I promise it's really good. I don't believe you for a second. I don't see it in What Are We Eating? Oh, you're going to post it in What Are We Eating? Okay. There it is. That looks... What are you talking about? Ooh, girl. Hello? Give it to me. Brownie bread, chat. Let's have a discussion. I want brownie bread. Is this going to work the way I think it is? It is going to work the way I think it is. I want brownie bread, chat. I want to cut this. I want to toast this. I want to smear peanut butter on it. And I want to call it a sugar-induced day. Like, give me all this. I wonder if you could put, like, oh my God. I'll take 10. I will absolutely take 10. How dare you, Persephomet, talk about how it doesn't look visually pleasing. You stop it. I am absolutely toasting. Oh my, I wonder if I could put this in the air fryer, chat. Can you cut this and put it in the air fryer and then smear the peanut butter? Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro. I have a teenager, so I'll always try to make stuff less sweet. That's why I made a bread brownie. You got the right idea. Does your teenager like destroy your entire pantry and your fridge? We have many friends in this community whose kids start skewing into the preteens and teens, and they all share. We have a support group for all of them. We call them Parents with No Food, and I'm sure you'll fit right in there. The Parents with No Food support group. Every time I talk with their friends who've got teenagers, it's just like, so, how's that going? And it's like, well, we had to choose between paying our mortgage and eating, and our teenagers decided that we are homeless now, but they're well fed. So take from that what you will. Oh my gosh, Tasmanian teenie. I don't know. Like every one of our friends with teenagers are just like, they're just insatiable. Like they just keep just plowing through so much food on a regular basis. Like they don't know where they find the room. They don't understand how they just like burn through so much of it on a regular basis. But hey, parents, you know, you gotta make do with whatever you got. Many of our parents are they've got a lot younger kids, so they've still got quite a ways away before their kids become teenagers and eating them at a house at home. Speaking of which, Chuckle, welcome back. Been there, done that. My oldest just turned 18. Are you gonna kick them out? Be like, no more food for you. You gotta sort things out on your own. She doesn't say hello when coming back from high school. She either says I'm hungry or smells like food when I'm already making something. Yeah, that's about right. That sounds exactly like what a teenager should be doing. Just walk in the door, zero gratitude, only hunger. You are the person who should be providing the sustenance for that hunger. Get on board, make 12 dozen bread brownies and satiate wherever you can. Eating through an entire family-sized pack of food is the norm. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. And I say this as a card-carrying member of fatfuck.com. Like, I do not understand how teenagers just like pack away as much food as they do. But hey, they make it work. She just walked in my room asking for a snack. What timing, right? It never ends, Persephomet. Never ends. Even when they move out, they'll come home and they'll be like, "Oh, so what's in the fridge? Got anything good to eat?" I gave her the Doritos. I was. You can't even hoard it for yourself. You cannot even hoard the snacks for yourself. They have to be sacrificed to the teenage hunger god. If you want to add Nagata, you got it on Rivals. Say names. Yes. If you are looking to join us in games later on, you can add me at TTV Nagata, and TTV Nagata lock, and we'll be able to add you up. I'll add you when I reopen the game. Sounds good. Is it time, chat? We've been yapping for. Binsuke coming on in here with the gifted sub to Persephone. Persephone, welcome on into the Super Saiyans. Enjoy spreading my stupid face all over Twitch. Binsuke, thank you very much for enabling Persephone to join the fight against ads. Greatly appreciate the support, brother. Now you're eligible for giveaways. That's right. We have not done a giveaway in a little while. Are you also Canadian? I am also Canadian. I live in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I tell people typically Toronto, but if you're also Canadian, then it's a lot easier if I just tell you where I'm from and like move along. I'm not like Captain Docs or anything like that, but I just tell people and say, yeah, this is where I am. You know, just move along from there. I'm also Canadian. Welcome on in. We're always happy to have so many more Canadians coming on through here. The flag typically will give it away, but every so often my sorries come through, and then it just like it sends the radar off there. I'm from Quebec, 20 minutes from Ontario. Ooh, you're like right over the border, right at that. What is it? Is it Cornwall? Right before the border there, I'm thinking. I want to say Cornwall. That's probably not right. What am I thinking of? I think it's been a while since I made the trip over to Quebec. I've stopped in Ottawa a few times. I mean, like at that point, you're like going over the bridge into Gatineau, so I guess it counts. But either which way. Lancaster's closer. That's what I'm thinking of. I know there's like a couple of those last stops before you cross over the border into Quebec. But again, welcome on in. Always happy to have another Canadian friend in the house. You've reached the Super Saiyan God level of yapping. It is true. I've been yapping for about 2 hours now. Do we want to get some video games on, chat? Is it time to play the game? We could probably swing things over to the main game and get the ball rolling. I need to unlock the volume mixer because I've had it disabled for quite some time. We go like that. There it is. There's the sound that I'm looking for. And we're going to move you up to that side and move things over on this side. Let's open the queue. I know that 00 Dubstep wanted to get in on that action, so I'm actually going to give them first preference. And then afterwards, we can see about the rest. We're going to see if 00 Dubstep's even here still. That's the first question. 00 Dubstep in football. There's football right on cue. Binsuke is going to come in there as well. And we are going to get the ball rolling. I see Aim to Kill chilling as well. There is 00 Dubstep, but they're in game right now. We're going to see if we are indeed going to get the alt account this time. Binsuke is going to be joining us momentarily. I'm assuming that they're loading in. But yes, if you're looking to join us today, you're welcome to do so. We try to fill the stack before we get the ball rolling. But if we do not have the stack, it's not a big deal. We'll see who else wants in on that action. Maybe we just go Nagata Ball and Binsuke to get the ball rolling. And then we'll see if 00 Dubstep wants to join us afterwards. There we go. I got into bronze today. Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm so proud of myself. I started really playing 2 weeks ago. Before that, I only did bot games. I'm just trying to get to be gold, and I'll be really happy in getting gold as a newbie. Well, one, congratulations to you. That's a big accomplishment. Getting into bronze is not easy. Like by any means of the imagination, getting into bronze is not easy. It's a tough road. So you absolutely should be very proud of yourself in that accomplishment. The degree of talent in this particular community ranges all over the map. We have a lot of friends who are still working their way up from bronze. We have a few friends in here that have peaked in eternity. So we've got a mixed bag, but all we really want to do is have a good time in here. The channel is almost entirely dedicated to quick match with friends. So if anything, this is a great opportunity to learn from other folks who are more experienced. I'm a strategist. Getting out of bronze was tough. Yes, absolutely. Especially for the strategist role. There's a lot of stimuli and there's a lot of stuff going on there. So there's a lot to take in. But again, congratulations to you. That's great news. And we'll continue on the path. Now you're on the silver path. And we'll see what happens to you next. I need to change this, by the way. This is a pain in my ass. Switch the nameplate. It got switched by accident. There's Storm. We will grab Storm. Now, where did my... I could go with that. No, where did it go? Where's my Luna? There it is. That is my Luna. I do play a bit of Jeff. I just think he's the cutest little ball of love ever. You will get along famously with the many, many, many Jeff fans in this community. We got everybody that we're going to get for the time being. Last chance for double dub sub. Not going to happen. We're going to get the ball rolling, chat. Let's do it to it. Unless he's on the enemy team, then he's a death machine that needs to be stopped. He's a death machine all the time. Get rid of him. We need a prime sub so we can watch the Jeff dance. This is true. We'll keep an eye out. Serendipity said she needed to resub later today. And we're going to go this route? We'll go this route. Ooh, that is not what you typically want to see for your DPS off the rip. A Widow and a Spidey. Get Zaza, chat. Let's see how this one's going to go. Football, Binsuke, if you don't mind, can we push from the right side? We're attacking here. And I think if we push from the right, typically easier. I'm going to go with the 1-2 duo punch that is Storm Chemist. I will make every effort to ignore her when she needs heals to continue the lore that I do not heal Storm.
After all these years, saving the world still hasn't gotten old.
I love that Get Zazad is... There's so many more widows now, Haze Flare. So many more widows. It's actually insane how many widows there are now. Like, it's bonkers. Let's see what we can do here. I can't stand you. Hey, you're a friendo now. You're right in the mix of it. I don't even have to tiptoe around you. You're the friend. So you're going to get trolled just like everybody else. One more niece added to the crew. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to pull you off the roof. There's our pick. Good start. I'm just going to try to pass this through wherever I can. Ooh, I pushed into the pole. Not what I wanted. But we're kind of cooking. I'm going to try to keep up football as long as I can. Long enough so that we can get the nest out of the way. And I can actually rotate here so I don't see the nest. Get rid of you. And we are cooking. Yep. We're going to let him peel. Everybody should be fine. Behind us. Storm's in the house. We can actually push a little bit if we want to. And... ooh, okay, never mind. It's going to get the job done either which way, though. I peeked without him. I didn't realize that it was a Moon Knight that was in there, so I kind of screwed myself over. But we get the job done. Good start right across the board. Let's see if I can help out before the door closes. Yeah, that's what we want. Now we're going to try to hug the corners here. We're going to pull in the penny. We're not able to get the finish here. We're going to keep them up. Is that my OG? Tell me I am not seeing Blorgy in the house. Look at this fucking guy. The one and only. The original nephew. I swear to God. How are you, brother? Welcome on in. Nothing. Man, I'm so sad Kitty's not here today. She would lose her shit if she knew that Blorgy was in the chat with us. That is indeed wild, my friend. Welcome on in here with the monster 83-month resub. Thank you very much for that continued support, brother. How's life treating you? Welcome on in. We are cruising, chat. Football is doing football things. We are enabling his bullshit however we can. And there is a pick. We're going to pull you out one more time. Man, we're doing great, buddy. We're kicking back. It's funny that you're here for the first time in a while because I never do night streams anymore, and we just started doing night streams for the first time in ages. You would have been around here back in the day when we only did night streams, and then I started doing. We started doing. Oh, really? I missed that. I mainly gravitated over to day streams maybe a couple of years ago, and I found they were a little too exhausting, so I started doing night streams literally just this week. Literally just this week. So it is super great to see you, buddy. We're going to wait this out. We're going to get a full reset on the team. Unfortunate that I got clipped by that Moon Knight. That's back-to-back. Kind of throwing right now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they're going to punch right through that because of the Gambit ult. Life's been interesting to say the least. Yeah, I hopped on Discord for the first time in a while and saw you were streaming. Yeah, man. We still run that stream life wherever we can. As I said, it's sad that like Kitty's not here today. She is at a ceremony for her husband who is becoming a monk. And so she is out for the day. Hopefully the fam is doing... Wow, I'm still getting clipped here. How's life been interesting? Hopefully interesting in a good way. Haunted by the moon, you're not wrong. Moon Knight has taken me 3 times now. We're going to see if we can switch things up a little bit. They're going to... Spider-Man's going to get clipped. Okay. I'm going to try to hug a tighter lane. Okay, I can't take... Oh, man. Typically... Okay, so the Psylocke did get dealt with, which is awesome. We take those. Okay. I'm going to do that for football. Just because I don't want him to get clipped there. Flurgy, you still gaming? What are you beginning up to? Are you in full-on car mode? That's a big pick. We're not surviving that. Yep. I was under... Yeah, she would love to hear from you, buddy. She would absolutely love to hear from you. She is doing really well lately. She just got a new job. Her previous job was not being very nice to her. So she was off work for a couple of months. She got a fantastic new job. She's very, very happy. But I know for a fact, man, she would love to hear from you. How am I still getting clipped? Is there a wall behind us? There was a wall behind us. We didn't even pay attention to it.
I don't give up so easily.
Yeah, we're going this route. This is not working. I'm getting like the kind of heals that I'm looking for, but I'm not getting the damage output that I'm looking for. So we are just going to change things up a little bit. We don't incur a all charge penalty because we were already at 50% anyway. We can set that in front of... That should be the end of the road. They do have a Psylocke up top, which is being contested. That's awesome. All right, good game. Peace out. Honestly, career changes takes the cake. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I swapped careers to deal with grief regarding my dad. I didn't know you switched careers. I know that everything was going on with your father in his passing, but I didn't realize you switched careers. I couldn't stand sitting behind a desk, so I'm back in the auto glass industry. Okay. The movement and constant scenery change has been helping a lot. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. I'm really glad that you were to assess that you needed a change of pace, and that's been good for your mental and emotional health. Gaming wise, I just started back up with that. I've taken an interest in the Hitman series. I completed Hitman 2 in like 7 hours the other day. Get ADHD, bro. That's a fantastic story right there. You're just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off the world and I'm gonna play this video game. And that is awesome though. How many Hitman games are there now? We're gonna check for 00 Dubstep. Just to be on the safe side. I don't think, or did they actually quit? They may not be, they may be done for the day. Nope, okay. But that, I'm honestly, Blurry, I'm very proud of you to be able to make that kind of assessment, realize that what was going on in your life was not to the betterment of your overall health, and to know that you made a change that's making you a lot happier. That's fantastic news, buddy.
I'm not the type who
All right, we go back to Invis.
background.
The auto tracking briefcase is all I know about. They have an what for like shooting people? They have an auto tracking briefcase for real? That's godlike. Actually, hold on a second. I am Aim to Kill is streaming right now. What the actual fuck?
Who wants to see something fantastic?
Aaron Go Brock coming on in here on the 22-month resub. Thank you very much for the continued support. How are we doing, Aaron? How are the kitties? How is Backstabber? Tell me all the things. I'm never going to call him by his actual like name. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you a heads up. I prefer Backstabber so much. Up one. Good start. There's a lot going on there. I was about to say we're going to need a pick, and there it is. Whoa, what the heck? Was there a lag? Ooh, my man got scooped in so... Oh my god. Yeah, my man got scooped out the sky. Salt is a little stony stonerson. Uh-oh, what happened? Did you get some teeth extracted? What's going on with the salty salt? She had to go to the vet for her 1-year-old. Give me a quick second here. I will take a look at that momentarily. Again. She had to go for her 1-year-old checkup and shot. She only had one. I don't know what that is. Gabapentin, but she's like me after 30 milligrams. Oh, the drug. Okay, the drug. That makes sense. What was he thinking? So was it just like a sedative to keep her calm? Bye. Bye. Nice work, everybody. I watched this channel recently on TikTok, Aaron, called, I think it's like Modern Vet or something along those lines. It is such a great channel. I think you would love it. It's just a bunch of like Gen Zs that like run like a vet clinic, and they're just the nicest kids. Let's see if I can thread. Nope, cannot thread the needle. Yeah, she was a bit of a menace at her last checkup, so we gave her one true. Was she just like overstimulated on the last visit and just wanted to take it as a precaution?
We push all the way to exit field. Vortex field.
Pull her in.
A nice deep freeze. Force burst. Psionic burst. Disappear.
Oh shit, we both popped. I should have known better than that. Try to pull her back in there. Rotate. Oh, that's gonna cost me. I actually didn't count the ulti there. That's my fault. If I had counted the ultis, I wouldn't have force pushed the Emma. It was like, that's one of those things you got to be able to account for. It's like, what am I missing? And it's like, we hadn't seen the Eye of Agamotto in quite some time. So we just want to keep up. Football. Kensuke is going to take the front load for now. And then what we want to do is take that high ground away from them. Damn it. That's a very late kill. Unfortunate. Speaking of their loyal highness, they require dinner. Be right back. Sounds good. Give a proper petting to Salt and Pepper for me. Absolute darlings of Aaron Gobra. Big pick from our Psylocke.
Feeling fantastic.
I was about to say, don't let her get away. I'm going to let Storm go first on the support ulti the next time. We're cooking. Yeah, pulled him right back in there. This should be the end of the road. Just going to keep them up. We're going to have to watch that right side flank. Just going to push them off.
By the eye of Agamotto.
And there's Storm right on cue. We're going to rotate so that she can be with everybody. And now I'm up. Because we're going to rotate out of Storm, and then we're going to be up. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Ooh. Now what we want to avoid here is... Oh, man, I actually have to rotate entirely out. Just so I can keep an eye on Storm. Yep. Nice work, everybody. Super clean. I'm going to pop off here. I just want to stop in for a moment. Thanks for the hospitality. Oh, man, Blorgy, I'm so happy to see you, buddy. So happy to see you. Don't be a stranger. And please, drop Kitty a line. She will be overjoyed to see a text from you, man. Overjoyed. I will talk to you soon, man. Man, fucking Blorgy. So good. So good to see him. 34-0. No Dust Club? Yeah, we played, right? Everybody played 34-0. Ah, yeah. We were cooking right across the board. Nice work, football. Very nice work. My man Blank, are you jumping in, sir? Day and night. Wait a minute. Where is Blorgy still here? It might be too late. Maybe too late. The demons have been satisfied. Fair enough. Blorgy, before you go, I need walk-on music for you, buddy. I need walk-on music. If you'd be so kind as to send me a track, the next time you're here, we will have some intro music for you. Like you just heard right there. All of our VIPs get walk-on music. So if you would be so kind as to provide something for me, whenever you get a chance, Try to avoid bad language in the track. It doesn't have to be cut. I'll just do it myself. Just send me a YouTube link to the music that you want, and we'll make that happen, bud. Now I'm playing Cards Against Humanity with my family. Okay, sounds good, sir. Just want to be on the safe side. You know you're always welcome, Blank. Let's do it to it, chat. Let's do it. You got another great map here. We're kind of cooking with the maps. Can we play on offense? We do get to play on offense. How do you like them apples? If you're still live when we're done, I should be here until 11. I think. I hope. I pray. I mean, like if I run out of gas, then we're just going to bounce. But I think we'll probably be here till 11 o'clock Eastern time. We might have a thrower. Watch out. Okay. Is it Nightmares? 40,000 versus 5. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Hopefully they're not trolling. No issues with a Widow. We just don't want the throw Widow. But we'll find out momentarily. Our last Widow was actually very, very solid. Very solid. Sharpie Deluxe. What is going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome on in. Ooh, fix that. How is your Saturday treating you, buddy? I didn't hear any... Oh, is there a Spider-Man? There is. That's the one thing you always got to watch for on this map. That first part, it's not really a big deal because we get the short walk. Oh, Jesus. How did I not even... Oh, she was behind this... Okay. I was about to say, where did that initial slash came from? She actually managed to hide behind the... She managed to hide behind the cart. She's one. Dark Child. I'm not in... Wow, bro. Who is this magic? Holy moly.
I won't disappear so easily.
She put in work, chat. She just straight up carrying. This could be problematic. I'm gonna have to rotate again. And I think that I'm gonna have to, yeah. Their magic is just straight up containing us right now. Almost like single-handedly. Okay, there's... Nope, there goes the Spider-Man. Pulled the wrong one. Let's see if we can pull this back together. I feel like we're in an okay spot. I'm actually trying to like pull her back in despite being a Dark Child, specifically so that we can just like gang up on her, but our magic is, or their magic is just an absolute machine. We're gonna keep I still die, even in my invisible boundary. What is this Magic player? This is actually, like, they are cracked.
Clear 'em.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
There's so much damage. Okay, the Spider-Man offed himself. We take that. I mean, like, we finally get a pick.
Why would I need healing? Psionic burst.
Caught between teleports. I'm actually, like, dummied by the level of their magic. They still have, yeah. They have maximum spider.
Disappear!
Give me a quick second. Give me a quick second, Emmy. I'll have a look at that momentarily. Was I double stunned? I saw her and she teleported during the force push. Wow, optimization station. Bro, this magic's godlike. Oh my gosh. Bro. Oh man, their magic was bonkers, like actually bonkers. Oh my god. Not down that. Oh my goodness. All right, let me have a look. See. What? Oh, I was hanging with Chuckle and Dave earlier. Logan was there too, but he's out watching movies. True. Imagine plans on a Saturday. That's crazy. That last sound exactly like Brian from Tech. Hopefully not as quite as maniacal. Hopefully not as quite as maniacal. But they were super impressive. I give them all the props in the world. Like they just like straight up carried 0-3 Widow. Yeah, but I mean like I don't think, and I say this respectfully, I don't think our Widow's gonna make a difference. They were strong. Like strong enough that I want to see if they are a hidden account or not, because that they were like crazy impressive. GM won this season. Yeah, I mean like no surprise whatsoever, but their GM won this season. Are they GM one playing mainly Magic? Yeah, they are. Yeah, and you know what, it makes perfect sense. They played great. They played super great. You know, like you can't say shit in that situation. We actually would have been fine if we had actual DPS. Collision has been fire so far, where we got to go to bed instead of watch the main event. Oh, the Mark Briscoe match. I mean, like maybe Storm, but in that situation, like, you know, it's just like one of those things. Oh, did they change notes? Oh, that's weird. Why is Oregon? Oh, something's going on with the note with the. Okay, I'm just going to keep that there. I don't know what's going on there. All right, we go again. I will watch Collision tomorrow. Oh, Sasquatch, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you joined the queue. I will get you in the next game. I did not realize that you had just joined the queue, buddy. We will get you on the next one.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
We're defending. We'll go this route.
We are home.
Main event is the okay. So wait. So with no spoilers, was Briscoe versus Ciampa up to expectations? I just got back from frozen Florida wasteland. What does that mean? Like, do you have actual flurries? Is that what's going on here? We have actual snow, maybe some flurries. What are we thinking? It's a great match. Wait a minute, the women's tag title's the main event? That's a title change. You know AEW when it comes to putting the tag titles in the main event. I suspect that is a title change. We'll soon see.
You got a shield, Tandy.
Did Binsuke go up to lay mines? Nope, not in time. Okay. No flurries, but with the wind... Oh, it's minus 8 degrees Celsius? In northern Florida? Really? Or central Florida, central Florida. I think we're being flanked. I could be wrong. I think I saw somebody rotate. Oh, you were in a bad spot. Yeah. I did hear someone. I'm glad they took care of it on the backside. Use the bubble. Use the bubble. Whenever you can, use the bubble. Why is this game is lagging? I think their servers are under attack. This is the second time where we've had a really, really bad lag spike. Or am I lagging? I'm dropping frames. Uh-oh. I'm actually dropping frames. I wonder if Steam is updating. I had a couple of games that were queued up to be updated. I wonder if it's downloading. We're being rotated on by the Black Panther again to that top right side. Yeah, right on cue.
Us against the world.
Us against the world.
Oh, he is one.
Behold the god of thunder!
Oh, okay. I did fade that. He might have been trying to freeze him. Okay, why does the game feel so laggy? I have 660 ping right now. And I am dropping frames like crazy. I think their servers are under attack or being DDoSed. Everybody, welcome back from the ad break. Okay, the ping has relaxed. Relax, boss.
Us against the world.
I am ready to put on a show.
That's unfortunate. No, it's not. I thought something was going on because I've been random stutters on the stream. Yeah. I don't know if I'm dropping frames or...
You are nothing.
Yep. Oh, Blank is back from Cards with Humanity.
I put you on ice. Much to
We're gonna have to keep an eye on the dropped frames though. Something's going on there. At least no, the ping's still high. I think there's a server issue.
That one hurts.
I will check Steam after this.
Behold the God of Thunder! Tremble before blast!
The lag spike was so high that I was active in my dark teleportation, but it didn't register on the server, and I died mid-active frames. What is going? Okay, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Steam, are you downloading? Steam's not downloading. I am definitely dropping frames like crazy. Okay, we are going to nuke the TikTok stream for now. And we're still dropping frames. There looks like it's a network issue on my side. This is a new modem too. That's so sad. We may have to call it there. Okay, are we stabilizing? Are we stabilizing? Might be stabilizing. Okay. We go back. We may have stabilized. I dropped TikTok and then it stabilized. Imagine trying to play games on a just bitching stream. I see you, bro. I see you. Okay. We're going to give this a go because we dropped TikTok and then everything seemed fine afterwards. Now, I could be wrong. I may just have run into running 3 streams at once was not to the stream's liking. Call your provider and complain ASAP. I could. Bring in... No, I'm going to get Sasquatch. I'm going to get Sasquatch. Don't worry. I'm on the ball this time. We do have a full queue right now, sir. We'll get you on the next game. We took on Blank and... we took on Blank and we took on Sasquatch, but we will get you in the next game and rotate out 3 other players. And then they can rejoin as they see fit.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
Okay, everything seems stabilized now. Maybe we're just destined not to be a triple stream streamer. Or maybe we're just destined to not be running 8,000 kilobits per second streams on 3 streams. It's one of the two. Because that... No, we're still pinging high. We're still pinging high in game. We're not dropping frames anymore. Okay, now it's like 5. What? Man, I'm suddenly having 20-second latency for your stream too. And now it's like 5, but still high for... Yeah, my stream typically has a 2-second turnover. Between 2 and 3 second turnover. I'm not dropping frames though, which was like the biggest thing. I don't know what's going on. I will keep an eye out. Kyrofon, what is going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome on in. I mean, if it's just servers were kind of weird earlier, yeah.
Our enemies are near. I am strengthened for battle.
Kind of, yeah, I was about to say, I'm kind of exposed trying to keep, football up.
Much better. I like the cold.
Okay, rip one.
Clearly you needed some help.
Okay, we need to drop. Because the cart's behind us and both of our tanks are up front. And I'm gonna get smoked like this.
Oh my. Invisible? Feeling fantastic.
This is real firepower!
Please don't go in that mess.
Thanks so much.
Behold the god of thunder! Maximum pulse!
I had no invisible boundary for her, or no guardian shield, I should say. Yep. I'm not having the 20-second delay on the stream, so it looks fine to me. It's like 2, like, yeah, it should be 2. And we haven't had a single drop frame since I dropped TikTok. So I'm sure we've stabilized at this point in time.
A nice
It's snowing again. Welcome in, Logan.
Thanks so much.
Can we touch? I guess we lost both tanks.
A nice deep freeze. Disappear! Psionic burst. Invisible? Feeling fantastic.
What are you aiming at?
Psionic surge. There you wasted my time. A disappearing.
My life is in peril. Enemy in front of us.
I compliment you, Hulk. Vortex field. Clear the way.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay.
Force burst.
The fact we held is actually kind of insane.
I like the cold. Psionic surge. No worries. I've got your back. Only 60 seconds left. Psionic burst.
Oh, does that not pull them anymore?
Maximum pulse!
That works.
Stronger already than you could have used a mind like yours. No worries. I've got your back. You need to teach me that skill, Steven.
I'm expecting them to flank us pretty soon. We've been holding this low ground for quite a while now. Their Jeff should be coming momentarily. There it is. Yep.
Hang on for just a while.
All you gotta do is pay a little attention and it all comes together.
Feel the wrath of
No
the
worries.
goddess!
I've got your back.
Lead them to Khonshu! What are you aiming at? This is real firepower!
Here to show you more. Anyone willing to help? You'll have to keep fighting until we
Okay. You just made the silver 2 with 30,000 heals. Yo, Persephone, let's go. Let them know.
I am ready to put on a show. Needed here.
Solo, it wasn't just a solo Jeff ult. He ulted when I was invisible. I didn't come out of invisibility.
It's the god of thunder!
I got you covered.
Yo, what a hold.
Clear the way.
What an actual hold. This looked like a loss point for sure. Nice job, everybody. Salt is not talking to me at the moment because she's still zooted. Is she letting you at least pet her? Or is it just like, no, absolutely not, ma. All right, Logan has joined the queue as well. So we're going to clear out a couple folks. crazy, crazy fun match. We're gonna grab Logan. We're gonna grab Mototeki. We're gonna keep Blank, and we're gonna keep. Okay. We're gonna remove, and we're gonna clear Q. And I don't know if Ball is done for the day. We're gonna grab Logan and Mototeki. Okay, so we do have one spot available. Think about for the night. Family wants donuts. Late night donut run. I appreciate it, folks. Football, thanks for coming through, buddy. Always happy to see you, my friend. Always happy to see you. Thank you very much for the games. Enjoy time with the fam and enjoy some donuts. We'll talk to you soon. Storm's going to come in here to fill the last spot, and we are good to go for another rotation. Still dropping a few frames. Nothing like before. I have the wettest cough of all time. Man, that's accelerating quickly. How long have you been sick for, Mototeki?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
Bum, 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 bum. Post pictures of your goddamn donut. Yo, the donut lore is real. Everybody looking for those donuts. After the Grayskullology donut debacle, everyone is like, bruh, you better hook a brother up. No fucking around. Haven't played Tank Pool yet? We're about to find out. We're going to get the 1-2 punch. Literally with the thing.
Any songs I might know?
Who's playing Star? Logan's playing Star?
I
Okay.
really wanna fly away.
Yeah, me too. But you know, we're stuck here. So
Storm's getting her concert on. Concert today, but I've had a headache and sore throat on and off for like 2 or 3 days. Really? Okay. Yeah, so it's just settling in at this point, basically.
3, 2, 1.
Sounds like loss of rest fluid and video games, sir. Typically the way of things. We're being flanked. We're no longer being flanked. We're up 2. We should just be winning the video game. Why are we peeling?
I got you covered. Look out behind you.
Woo. Pull them back. They can clean up the mess. I said clean up the mess. Double O Dubstep, I hate car shopping. I'm just going to get a cheap new car and call it a day. Good for you. I am a fan of the buying new rather than used, but I'm not really a big car guy. I haven't bought a car in quite some time. But my last car I bought new, it lasted me 13 years. Not a hiccup. Until it started to have hiccups. You know what I'm saying? Dubstep, welcome back, buddy. I have no eye on Sassy from here.
We are undefeatable.
That's theirs. Storm does not have ult, so... That sucks. I was about to pop ulti, and I was stuck in the freeze frame for the ult. I couldn't double jump. How did they actually just get to walk in on us like that? That's kind of crazy.
I was worried.
Okay, Storm's got ult. I'm going to let her go first. Because we tend to double up, and I would very much like to avoid that scenario. Where is Storm? What to say? How is there Deadpool? I'm gonna send that up there just in case. We need Sassy to move up with the team. We don't need him on the cart right now. There we go. I think it's all good. We're gonna run with this. I'm gonna keep Blank up with a little shielding whenever we can.
Looks like we've got ourselves a party.
And we're kind of cooking. We're being flanked. I'm gonna keep an eye on my rotation there. I keep getting pushes when I don't want pushes. I don't know if I have one of my inputs crisscrossed or not, but it's becoming a little bit annoying. There we go. There's what I'm looking for. I want that second pull into the vortex, but for some reason, not twice, bro. Not twice. Wow, we got doubled up in the back. The guy I'm getting a lot more frustrated with this season. Do you got any advice? Are you playing Jeff? Are you only playing Jeff, or what are you playing, buddy? And what facet in particular are you struggling with? I can't really give advice until you give me something to work with.
That healing feeling. Get the feeling this book is gonna be.
Nothing's getting through now.
I'm an easy target.
Nope, I knew he was going to do that too. The way that Sassy was forcing himself into that group, there was no way he was going to survive that. That's a big pick. Yep. That's good for us. That's really good for us. Nice job, Logan and Storm with the Wombo combo. And the cleanup crew. Carvon, have you been following Frosty Faustings a bit? No, I have not looked at Frosty Fausting. I typically only look at it on Top 8 Finals or Top 8 Sunday. Take them. So long for your high ground. Oh, that sucks. I dropped the ball in my invisible boundary. 100% my fault. Thought I had that distance calculated. Evidently not. Yep. I'm just trying to play the game in general. No matter what I do, I play tank, healers, or DPS. Are you struggling in any particular matchups, though? Wawa hasn't lost a match ever in 2 XKO tourneys up until now. He got thrown into losers, into eliminated from pools? He didn't make top 8? Evidently, the game is... Nice job from Storm.
The moon haunts you.
Pick up your toys, Moon Knight.
I need Sassy to get out of there before we get both killed again. Yep. Counting death is really, really important when you're playing these team-based games because it's a long wait to get him to respawn. If you're losing your teammates pretty quickly, it's just time to peel. Especially with the thing, you can just like run out of there and call it a day. Bye. Now, Sassy should have another... Okay, we're trading? He's gonna do it again. Yeah.
What are you aiming at? Gambit never falls!
Wow, man. There's no point in playing the... I don't think I should be bothering to play Invisible Bounder anymore when I'm into a Gambit. All it's kind of pointless. You just can't recover enough. You can't recover enough HP to make it worthwhile.
They got me good. The moon haunts you.
Damage boost. Up one.
Stomping on spider bots is so much fun.
I think we rotated away from... Yeah, I was about to say the Mr. Fantastic. That's a little problematic. Only because I have to wait for him to rotate for us, and then I can pop Dagger Storm for it? Maybe not. Blinded, damage multiplier. Yeah, we take those. Please don't peel away as our tank. We need you. Still get another shot at this. We're gonna get... Ooh, that is unfortunate. We got time. We don't need to rush. We don't need to rush. Please don't rush. That is unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I guess heavy dive, I can't do anything. I panicked rest. I saw a couple behind me. Sorry. Don't sweat, anybody. That is what we call a live and learn moment, Sasquatch. Very much a live and learn. You don't have to worry about the time. As long as you're working as a team, we'll go together as a team. We'll get there, bud. We call it a live and learn, and we move along. I am going to find out why. There we go. He didn't make top 20. That's actually bonkers. Didn't make top 20. How big is the field? How many people entered 2xKO at Frosty? Yeah, if you're playing against Heavy Dive on support, Luna and Invisible Woman are your best, and Gambit are your best bet in that situation.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
Actually, no. We go this route.
We are cloak and dagger. We are hope and fear.
Uh-oh. Is it a sweatbox game? Nope, never mind. No longer a sweatbox game. 962? That's a pretty healthy number. That's a very healthy number, actually. It's just kind of crazy because Wawa was 48-0 all in before. I mean, like, that's all online play, right? Except for Europeans. So this is probably their first time playing against live North American players. And I would suspect that there are a ton of killers in that field in North America that most people haven't even heard of before. You tend to see that a lot when games first drop. You get all these like random online warriors and you kind of like see them on the ladder and it's like, who the fuck is this guy? And you kind of dismiss them because they're not established yet. And then you need majors like Frosty or regionals like Frosty to be able to turn around and be like, oh, okay, we need to keep an eye on this.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Securing the mission area.
Should have done that earlier.
Until the count of 4 to walk away.
We've got a Spider-Man. I'm gonna need Blank to actually peel for the Spider-Man, because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to keep anybody up. Is it big? It is big. Nice work. And Blank is picking up the oh, the Spider-Man already swapped. Wow. They played Spidey for literally one team fight and said, nah, bro. It's actually just outside my range, which is unfortunate. Now, the ideal situation here is for Sassy to move up into the bubble whenever I throw it. We're going to get double value on the dagger storms. Cleanup crew, give me all the assists, please. Thank you.
Defeat was your destiny.
Funniest part is that he lost to Icon, who is a really solid Japanese player, but sending him into losers was Crooks and Socks, who apart from DQs only won against. Yo, that sucks. Oh god. You know what? Sometimes it's gonna happen that way. I don't think Logan knew that we were being pressured. Yes, you are. We're down 2. Well, technically we're down 1.
I am ready to put on a show. I'm trying to help.
What are you aiming at?
Sorry, you made this mess
Hey, what do you look? Thank you. Oh, wow, Storm rotated like way far. By the time I turned around, she was dead. Dark Chingu, what is going on? How you doing? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday to you. How is your Saturday evening going? Or maybe Saturday morning or Sunday morning, depending on where you are in the world. We're being flanked by a Psylocke.
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
Dark Chingu, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody coming in from Dark Chingu's channel. For those of you unaware, I am the Godluck 2 community leader, shoutcaster, sometime player. And we are currently... Wow, I just currently got wiped. Aimless Wings, what is going on? Welcome back on in. Morello, what is going on? Happy Saturday to you. Welcome in, everybody coming in on the raid. Hopefully you're all having a great night. How were the games? How are the games? Games are going pretty good. I think we're about to lose this point, but otherwise, you've been having some really good games. Morello, thank you very much for the follow, and formally welcome to the lockdown. I'm the guy Luck 2. Thanks for joining. Woo! Nothing we could do there. The tanks, for some reason, did not walk in. Dark Chingu as well. Thank you very much for the follow. And again, welcome to the lockdown, and thank you very much for the raid. Hopefully you both had a good time in Dark Chingu's channel. What were you playing today? My mods are not here right now, so I sadly cannot get you a shout out. Because as you can tell, I'm in the midst of a shit show. Do they still have an Iron Man? No, they don't. Okay.
Us against the world.
Now, I want to be out of the way of their Loki when I come out of my ulti, only because I don't want them to replicate my own ult. You're playing Rabbles as well? How is that going? Were you playing some quick match? Were you playing comp? What are we thinking? Thank you. I'm in a bad part of town. I should have rotated out a little while ago.
Enemy in front of us. Good medicine. The moon haunts you.
We lost our other support for now. Storm got clipped. I'm going to send that ahead for Logan. But I think this is about to go downhill. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Storm's back. This shouldn't be too bad. We gotta learn how to fade that. Yeah, that's what I was... Remember I was talking about that before, that replication? They had a pretty hefty... they were in there pretty late to be looking for me in that situation, but I don't think it's going to matter for them. I can't do anything for whoever is just landed in that mess, but the rest looks pretty good for us. I'm going to be able to get ulti pretty soon. Not too bad. We're leveling up for Cobb. Nice. So are you doing placements? Or are you actually like ranking up both your characters to 15 so that you can play comp? They're in a position at this point in time where they should... Oh my god, Logan's in a really weird spot. But she doesn't actually get on the point, though. Yeah, I figured. I can survive that. I can just straight up tank it. So, I'm not really worried about that. Now I can get out. Fucking onk. Sorry, Logan. I had nothing left for you, buddy. It was off my cooldowns, and the onk was behind you. We're leveling up to 15 to play comp, but WoW, it's taken a while. Are you playing Marvel Rivals for the first time? Like, is this your first account, or are you holy jeez. Is it your first account, or are you working on an ulti account? Bro. Wow! I actually got clipped on the coming out of spawn. They didn't even know I was there. They were looking for a double dash to cut off the door, and I just happened to be there. It's your first account. Well, congratulations. Welcome on into the Marvel Rivals community. Have you been enjoying yourself? Do you have a particular role or characters that you find yourself gravitating towards?
The moon haunts you. Let's get go! I unleash the Ashanti's power.
Nice. It's big. Every time I hear that whiff of the sword, I think it's a Black Panther. Punisher and Jeff the Shark. True. Pretty solid choices. I have Aimless to blame. I'm now hooked. Good for you. Aimless just joined our community relatively recently. And they are good people. They're a fine, bad influence on you. Yeah. They're probably going to port here. Ooh, no, ma'am. I actually got super lucky there. I don't even know why I got credit for that. Seriously? I'm glad I didn't pop ulti, actually. Oh, they were Gambit ulted. I didn't even hear it. I was wondering how I got smoked that quickly. We don't need to stagger here. Because we've got a little bit of time, because I get the pop ulti if necessary. We got time. We still got time. You don't need to rush. There's our tank. Now we can go. That's game. Just got to deal with the Deadpool. And that right there, chat, is why you don't need to rush. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, take your time. We had plenty of time on the clock. It shows us the amount of meters that we are before they get to the goal. All I had to do was wait for our tank to make sure that we could all flow through without getting smoked on the way out. Good game. Peace out. Nice job, everybody. Held together. And we get there. Is there a reason you happen to choose those particular characters, Chingu? Also, Morello, are you part of Chingu's crew? Are you playing Rivals as well? I think we're good to go in our next one. We do not have a space at the present time, Aimless. Level 67 Iron Fist now. I never play him again. Yo. You can't do it, right? There's just no way around it. There's no way you can never play him again. Morello only plays BG3. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. How dare you hate on Baldur's Gate 3? There are plenty of people who love that game in this community.
Pick your hero.
And it's a godlike game. Let's be real.
Cloak and dagger.
Yeah, we're going this route.
We are hope and fear.
How dare you? Morello and Chingu, just an FYI, even if you don't play Rivals, you are more than welcome to join us in our Discord as well. ! Discord in the chat. We'll put you in there. We'll get you information that you are looking for. I'll be able to authorize the entry. We're always happy to make new friends up in here. If not, don't sweat it. But we're always looking to make new friends. I used to play Overwatch a lot, Soldier, Diva, and there was a healer. I was comfortable with. That's fair. Entirely fair. A lot of Marvel Rivals players do come from the Overwatch community. I'm in the same boat. Played Overwatch for many years before jumping on board with Marvel Rivals, and it's been a good time. Shart my baby? What? I don't know what that means. I'm a little scared to have clarification, Aaron. Overwatch players need to be publicly... Wow. I don't like that language in my chat. I'm just going to put that right there, Mototeki. I don't want to see you write that in my chat ever again. If I had a mod here, I'd have it removed immediately. I love Overwatch, and I don't appreciate the insinuation you just laid down there. I prefer the words die in a fire, thank you. All right, let's go to work. We're being flanked by an Iron Man. Yep. I'm going to end up dying here because I have no health and no one's looking behind them. Oh, Storm was with me, actually. Maybe she picks him up? That's unfortunate.
Just keep going.
That's going to be a late pick. I don't think Logan survives that. Nope. We are super split. I don't even know what's going on that right side. And they die late. Yes, they do. Okay, we wait. Shart is the shorthand for Shadowheart. She's hot. I love her. Oh, you're talking about Baldur's Gate. Okay. Very confused. Unbelievably confused. The Wolverine's down, so we get our initial pick. We're getting crazy value out of that.
Hey, Ted! Someone clip
We are getting a roll right now. It may actually be... don't know if it's worth my while to switch. Invis may actually be the better pick here. Let's go.
Maximum pulse!
Nope. I have no idea why we didn't just... Whatever. Okay. I gotta go. I'll see you again. Good night. Thank you very much for coming through, Dark Chingu. Appreciate the raid and the follows. Always happy to make a new friend. We will talk to you soon. Ba-ba-bum-ba-ba-bum.
Light doesn't dispel darkness. It helps me see the darkness and face it.
Let's see if we can swing things back together. Had a little bit of a rough round. The Iron Man was getting a lot of strong flanking positions and kind of ruining our lives. Let's see if we can neutralize and take it back.
You know what it sounds like they really need? A benefit concept.
Bum-ba-bum-bum. Hope everybody else is doing great in this Saturday. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is our first Saturday evening stream, especially this late. So I'm happy to see so many friends coming on through, chilling in the chat, sometimes getting their lurk on for the most part. Greatly appreciate the help. I was trying to get to the Iron Man, but I hear healers, their healers are keeping up. Yeah, it's difficult, especially for Scarlet Witch. It can be a tough, go. Now let's see if we take the esports method. Nope, no esports method.
Hey, Ted! Someone clip this!
I do not know how we're getting this much triple support and whatever. Where's Logan going? Okay, there's our pick. There's two.
Maximum pulse.
That's much better.
Sometimes you gotta do it yourself, chat. Here we go. Logan is getting ping-ponged right now. Their Gambit has ulti all the time. But we get the last one, so it works out. How am I still dying?
I am ready to put on a show.
That's actually bonkers to me that we're in the middle of the Luna ulti and we're still dying. Like, that is a ton of damage being incurred.
My time to shine.
Fight to defend what's ours. Got it?
Control lost.
We wait. I don't think they had another Gambit ulti there, did they? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soon. Maybe soon. Hello. I think is Mototeki typing. I can't push into that. I mean, like, you get a bubble, but oh, we got our first pick.
Maximum pulse.
I can hear the jets.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
They're one. Are you alive still? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the hell?
Yes. One down.
We have the numbers. Like, we should be going. Yeah. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I give a shit about that. Oh, they have a Hawkeye. Lovely.
Hey, Chad! Someone clip this!
I mean, like, we'll take that.
Gambit never fall!
Take her, take her, take her, take her, take her, take her.
The light always comes back.
Nice. Big pick, big pick. We go to a third round. They have triple support now? Okay.
High and I create
They're running what? I don't even know what their supports were, to be honest. Aside from the Gambit, I don't even know what their supports were. I was behind them, not typing. Fair enough. I just said I just didn't see you. Deadpool, Ultron. Oh, they're running Deadpool, of course. I don't know why. For some reason, I never considered that they'd be playing Heal Pool. But that works. Ultron will keep an eye out for.
More to show you how a battle is won.
Look
Bum,
like
bum,
Leroy the
bum,
Poisson
bum,
fixing to
bum,
make a
bum, bum.
splash.
You should address me with respect. You play with cards.
Heal Pool, best Deadpool. Seems to be a point of contention. A lot of people feel Tank Pool's the best, but I don't know enough about the character to render an opinion, an educated opinion, either which way.
mission area.
So I'm just going to say it's a 50-50 and ride the fence.
I'm gonna drop the dopest album any timeline has ever heard. So cold. I'll get you next time.
We're being flanked.
Hey, Ted! Someone clip this!
Jury! Executioner!
Damn, that's a lot of damage flowing through right now. Okay. What do they burn there? Punisher ulti and Deadpool?
Much to
Yeah,
prove.
okay. Ooh. We'll wait for Logan to get back. Oh, that actually works. We're gonna take that. Okay.
Us against the world.
Someone clip this!
Everybody dies now. Why didn't everybody die now? What the fuck just happened? How do we actually lose anybody in that series? Wow. Okay. But we get there.
My time to shine.
A little ugly, but we get there. I don't think we should peel off the point. Thank God. Oh, or not? How much damage am I taking on that I can't be... I'm not getting healed through Storm's ulti? That's crazy. Oh, the head bopping. The head bop. We got an ad break coming up in 45 seconds time, chat. 45 seconds time. If you are chilling with us in the channel and you are not subscribed already and you happen to have a Twitch Prime you care to burn, you're always welcome to do so. I always encourage the free use of the subscription. If you can afford the tier 1 and you want to join the fight against ads, you're more than welcome to do so as well. Otherwise, kick back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, use the bathroom, use the washroom, whatever name you want to give it. And we will see you in about 3.5 minutes.
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Yep. Run over. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Can't expect to win them all. I can expect that I think I'm wrapped up for the night, though. Bum, 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 bum. That is the end of this rotation. I'm good to drop Aimless Swanson. I'm going to call it for the evening. I will call it there. We've had a good stream today. And I am starting to run a little low on gas. My edibles kicked in 2 games ago. Yo, good shit, good shit. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what's going on with Logan. I'm going to ignore that. Okay. Oops. Hello, controller cord, one time. There we go. All right, on that note, we are a Reynolds wrap today. Oh, we're in the middle of an ad break right now, so only the subscribers are going to hear what I have to say regardless. As I said during today's Just Chatting stream, this month was crazy. for the channel. We experienced some amazing growth over the last 31 days, I guess. So many great friends coming through here for the first time. Sassy, getting a chance to join us today as well. I'm really, really glad to make so many new friends and see so many folks come through here over the last month. Hopefully February treats us just as well as January, as we look forward to continued growth in the channel and making new friends across the way. We are going to find someone to raid real quick. I'm thinking it's going to be AIM. It is going to be AIM, because why wouldn't it be AIM? You all know the drill. If you are coming through Aim to Kill's channel for the first time, dial it down to a 4. When I say 4% on your volume, I seriously mean 4% on your volume. AIM is living, breathing meth. He is high energy, he is big, loud, and we love him in this community. So again, if you're not already doing so, make sure to come through, say hello, shoot him a follow. I know that he would appreciate it. That is going to be it for me today. Big thanks to Mishu, who came through here early on and took care of things for the mod squad. We all miss Serendipity. We will see her soon. Big thanks to everybody who came through on the raid and the follow and the sub and the bits and the whole shebang. Greatly appreciate everybody's generosity in that regard. We're going to throw things over to Aim to Kill. If you need to get a hold of me for any other given reason, you can do so in the Discord. Discord in the chat as provided by K Sharpie. I'll see you all on Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for more Marvel Rivals Quick Match Stacks. As always, I am Nagadalok2. You've been locked in. Thanks for coming through, and I'll see you again soon.